aboard.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Welcome aboard, Friday.
Oh, my God, it's Friday. That is the truth, isn't it?
It is Friday, right?
Woo!
You know-
Yeah.
Well,
Yar.
I went to meditation class, so I should be pretty good today, but
Oh.
went to meditation class last night.
How'd that work?
Yoga and meditation is religion in its purest form. In its
that what-
purest form, I
Is that
think.
what they told you?
That's what I'm starting to think.
Oh, I thought that's like a selling point when you show up.
I might get some of that spirituality back into my life.
Oh, Christ.
That's what I
crikey.
want. Religion in its purest form.
Yeah?
That's why you got to look at the Indians and the yoga people.
They're one with the earth or some shit.
Yeah, you got to look at that Indians.
Yeah.
The American natives, they understood that shit.
Meh.
But then white man came around and said, well, look what we do.
Meh.
So I am pretty calm, but then I had to listen to 1010 Wins. And their whole theme today is Get Out of Town Day.
Holiday getaway day.
And I'm thinking to myself, son of... Can you do it?
Son of a bitch.
I go, today is Get Out of Town Day. We got to go to work next week.
How is it get out of town day if we still have to work? Shouldn't we
Dude.
be getting out of town?
No one is going to be in New York City next week.
No, ghost town.
No one. And no one that works here at SiriusXM will be here. But for some reason, we have to work. I don't get it.
New York City's a ghost town next week. Ghost town.
And not only that, see, what they'll say to us later today, because they're listening to all this horse shit, they'll go, well, you could take Monday and Tuesday off. It's your right.
Oh, boy.
But see, other companies just give the week away, and it doesn't, like, they don't check it off the amount of days you take.
Yeah, they really love doing that
These
here.
picky Pete's. But besides that, I'm good.
Phone starts ringing.
I'm good.
Bob Eatman's getting called.
I'm good, though. But today is Get Out of Town Day.
Yeah. Everyone's going to be ducking out. And we still got to come back here.
We actually have to come back
We got to
next
come
week.
back during getaway week.
Wow, we have the worst agent.
Oh, my God.
He stinks. How does he not, like, protect us better?
We were bamboozled.
We certainly were. We bought what is it called? We bought the goods line.
Oh, yeah.
We bought oh, come on.
Bill of goods.
Yeah. We bought a bill of goods.
Something bill of goods.
Were you dodging lightning on the way in?
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was. I guess we got a lot of thunderstorms rolling through before it goes up to like 100 degrees today.
It's gonna be really hot. In New York.
And I can't fucking stand it. I go outside and I notice, all right, it's a lot darker than it usually is this time of year when I leave.
Right.
Usually the sun's coming up and everything, and
Yeah.
it kind of looked like it did in the fall.
Yeah.
And so I get on the parkway, and the second it gets dark, it's not even raining. The second it gets dark, everyone starts jamming on the brakes. Ah, it's darker than usual.
Yeah.
Just fucking drive. Left lane, just fucking 30 miles an hour. And then once the big raindrops start coming down, because right when a good thunderstorm starts, it's just like, just giant drops are hitting the car. And they're, everyone just loses their minds. Drive.
I don't understand that at all, but the
No.
lightning was very close.
Yeah, it was crazy.
My apartment looks west, and you know that scene from Poseidon Adventure when they look out and they see the wall of
giant
water,
wave, yeah.
right? That's what I get to see when I look west. I saw this whole massive
coming
storm
across the
coming in.
river?
I'm like, holy,
That's pretty
fuck.
cool.
And you see the lightning in the distance, but you don't hear the thunder strikes because it's too far away. You know, that type of shit. And then this thing moved in, and it was a light show out my windows this morning.
Crazy,
and then
right?
by
Yeah.
the time I got outside, it was gone. I mean,
Yeah,
it moved through fast.
It came through fast. It's going to be real hot.
Yeah, is that why that's happening?
Yep, it's going to be hot. So thunderstorms were popping up all over Pennsylvania and Jersey, moving eastward over our area. Yeah. I was not only dodging lightning, a little segue.
Uh-oh.
Well, yesterday.
Were you dodging X's?
Yeah, I guess during the replay. Yeah.
Oh, I was just joking.
No, it was,
Oh, my God.
it was great, dude.
My dumb line is actually a reality?
Well, yesterday, if you recall, we kind of glossed over a few things.
What?
No, it was good.
You have to do a couple make goods?
No. It was we talked about my pretty insane fucking relationship life over the past few years, couple of years.
It was a good listen for most people.
It was fun.
For most people. Most people enjoyed yesterday's show.
Fun little retrospective on me. I did listen to some of the replay also, and it's weird. When you're saying it, it's one thing. When you listen back, I realize what a complete asshole I am.
Oh, well, it's good you noticed that.
What a complete asshole I've been over the years.
It's really good you noticed that.
But, hey, come on. It's you put all the pieces together. It's what it was. Couldn't have been any other way.
Do you meditate?
No.
Have you ever meditated? Be honest.
Isn't meditation just really relaxing and trying to clear your mind a little bit?
Yeah.
I guess in a way, but I don't like it because there's other things to do, like television. I meditate while watching TV.
Anyway, so what happened?
So even before I knew the replay was on, I knew the replay was on because my phone just started buzzing like crazy. And it was a few exes.
And they're like, hey, what about me?
That wanted to know. And it was even before
Wait, what do they want to know?
Well, it was before the replay even started.
Yeah.
I guess there's a bunch of busybodies that listen to this show that are compelled to DM or text if they have their number or something, my exes, to tell them, and this is what they told them, holy shit, Anthony's fucking ripping you apart. It's like, I didn't rip anyone apart except for my, ex-wife.
Why would they do that? They want a little piece of the ex?
Either they want that, or they want to,
They must want.
Or that's how they interpreted what I said, or something.
That's probably their way of trying to,
trying to get in there,
get a little piece, right? Why else would you do that?
Trying to get some sloppy seconds.
Why else would you do that?
I have no idea, but they really had no clue what I was saying yesterday. So I start getting that, and I'm like, no. I go, listen to the replay. I wasn't bashing. Oh, I threw a few, jabs in there, but I wasn't sitting there, and it wasn't an ex-bash fest. I was pretty much bashing myself.
All right, I got it. But how many exes texted you?
Okay, let me think. 1, 2, 3.
3 exes?
4.
4? No, come on. Now
About
you're fucking
4.
around. 4 exes texted going, what did you say about me?
All at the same time as the replay's going on. I was on my lounge chair out back by the pool.
Right.
I had each phone in each hand.
Right.
And I'm just boom, boom, back and forth. Left hand, right hand, looking at both of my phones and just answering, because some of them have the other number and some of them have this number.
So basically you were playing Missile Command with your exes.
It was Missile Command. Pew, pew,
Decided
pew,
to go old school.
Pew, pew, pew,
Child
pew,
of the 80s.
pew.
That was one of our games, Sam.
Yeah.
Missile Command.
It was crazy. So I'm answering.
What were some of the questions coming in?
Well, let me see if I could find some on this phone here. All right, here. Let me go way back here. Let me see. Okay. I'm almost there.
Take your time.
Let me see.
It's not like anyone's listening or anything.
I know, right? You know how it is to try to find things?
I remember when we used to panic when there wasn't words constantly.
I know.
Now it's just, we'll just shut up for a few minutes. I don't
Isn't
care.
that it?
Nah.
Oh, boy. I don't know. I know it was, I know it's here. Well, all right. In essence, the first message I got from Melissa, the model one.
The last one, right?
Was big caps saying something to the effect of, you kept a phone under the mattress? Yeah, that was a revelation, I gather.
Is she to the point where she could laugh at all this stuff?
Yeah.
Because I noticed, over the years, that the exes eventually just laugh at all this stuff.
Yeah.
And you end up getting the exes all together for, reunion parties and stuff.
It did get to that point. Oh,
Yeah.
I got 2 of these. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I can't believe you had that. And then,
All right, Kevin from Connecticut. You're kind of clever, Kevin.
oh,
He goes, all my exes sent me texts. Like that dumb commercial where you could download songs no matter where you are in the country.
Yeah.
All right, we get it.
And then I guess she heard the segment on Nicolini, because she goes, her family was there. Then she came back and left in tears, and you said yes?
Said yes to what?
Because remember when I said Jill left?
But
And I was like excited because now she wasn't going to cock block me.
but I would assume that that she would have known all that you guys would have talked over the last couple of years.
No.
So she's learning. Wow.
Yeah, she said, ha, 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 I didn't know the party where you had Raylan and Jill at the party was a party to celebrate your relationship. Holy shit, you are awful.
I thought that would have came out.
No, I guess that didn't come out.
What else?
Then, I never threw the phone at your head. And I said, yes, you did. And she goes, I threw it at the wall.
But it hit your head?
And I said, no, I ducked. She goes, oh, I don't remember. Maybe I did. Oh, boy.
All right.
And then she's like, again, she reiterates, seriously, you had a phone hidden in the mattress? And then she goes, who were you texting on it? I didn't answer. No answer.
Why no answer? It doesn't matter now, right?
It doesn't matter now, does it? No.
But it seems like you guys are getting along.
No, it's like I said, it's just détente. Picture the Cold War.
Right.
That's how it is. Russia, United States.
I don't know that Cold War stuff. How about as far as the thunderstorms go that just moved through New York City? Where are we at?
Yeah, it's still thunder and lightning.
There's lightning in the area?
Lightning in the area.
And the lightning could get closer at any moment.
Beware.
Beware. Gotcha.
Beware.
See, I that Cold War shit was a snooze fest for me.
Well, it absolutely. Okay, hold on. I think I got another one. Yeah, it absolutely is just kind of there. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Not really friends.
Right.
But not like killing each other in public.
Gotcha.
Kind of like that. Then Melinda started texting me. The first one was very funny.
She is funny.
Yeah. But she really thought like something was going on.
She's a good egg.
Oh, boy.
What she's been through, she's a good egg.
Yeah.
In the end, she's a good egg.
Oh, boy.
She just spins it into, what the hell. It's all just part of life.
Yeah.
What did she write?
Here's what it is. I heard you were in a terrible mood this morning and saying mean things about me. If you don't want to talk to me, just say so. I said I wasn't bashing you. I said I was bashing your mother and your sister.
You weren't in a bad mood.
No.
It was freeing. It was therapy. It was radio. It was I don't know.
And then another one texted that I totally forgot to bring up that I was a complete fucking idiot with her too.
Which one?
Well, I'm not going to say the name because she's still in the
equation.
Not in the equation, but she's still in the crowd.
In the harem?
Of people.
She's still in the harem?
No, not at all.
Do you have a harem these days?
No, I don't have a harem.
You sure?
But she's still in the fan world. Like, and, probably doesn't want everybody knowing that even,
Well,
'cause it wasn't a public one. You don't even know this one. It wasn't really a girlfriend.
I don't know a lot about you.
It wasn't a girlfriend. It was kind of, a few dates kind of a thing.
I know exactly who it is.
But
Oh,
I don't think you do.
I do.
I don't think you do.
I do.
No, this one was pretty covert. But
I don't know. No. What happened?
Well, I ditched her on her birthday.
Jesus, Ant.
At my house.
Right.
Which is hard to ditch a girl at your house. I've done this before, though.
Right. What, do you just move to another part of the house for a while?
Yeah, I did. No, I did. You asshole.
Hoping she doesn't come looking for you.
And
On her birthday.
and that
Oh my God.
because I had to hook up with another girl that was also at my house. See, I did it again.
Why do you...
Who turned out to be that lunatic that left me 8,000 fucking voicemails. That's who I.
Oh,
That's who I ditched.
wow.
See, so I never should have done that. It wound up,
Costing you.
costing me a few months of horrid fucking.
And they were both at the house at the same time?
Yeah, Anthony is a douche. Yes, I know. I was. I'm much better now.
Birthdays are very important to girls, especially.
Apparently
You
they
know
are.
that. You know that, right?
Yes.
What was she hoping to do for her birthday?
I don't know. Just hang out, maybe. Not be dumped for some fucking girl that looked like a seahorse.
Yeah, that wasn't one of your better moves.
No, it wasn't.
You've had some impressive moves over the years, but that one was a little rough.
I lost yardage on that
Oh
one.
my God, that was a little
Definitely
rough.
lost yardage.
That was your Van Halen with Gary Sharon. Oh, speaking of which, she looked like Gary Sharon.
Seahorses, seashells.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So yesterday's show got me a few texts,
All right.
but no big fires. That was no pun intended. No, nothing from Nicolini. Although she does hear about this stuff. People do tweet her and send messages and stuff. But she's all cool with it. We've made our peace. Yeah, yeah.
I was just surprised to find out how old she was.
Yeah, that.
I'm going to hear about that one.
Oh, you probably will at some
God.
point.
I'm like, what? Anyway,
Yeah.
that was yesterday's show, which was terrific.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
We all, just about the whole place saw Spider-Man last night.
Yes.
Confused by the Spider-Man.
I didn't see it.
But E-Rock explained it perfectly to me. Because I didn't understand why they had to reboot Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's the only version, right?
Yeah, I like those.
They were good.
Yeah.
I had no problem with them. Maybe the last movie wasn't as good, but it was still good enough that they could have continued, I believe.
Especially the first one that they made with Tobey Maguire. That was a good,
Yeah.
solid.
And E-Rock, why did they reboot? Because the rights for Spider-Man moved from one company to another. See, I don't know this geek stuff, Ant. I got to be
Yeah, I
honest
know.
with you.
I'm not-
I don't give a fuck about this geek stuff.
I'm not a big fan of the graphic novel. I don't.
But what happened, E-Rock?
I guess the first three Spider-Man movie were with a different film company. Now in this one, Sony got the rights to it, so they needed to reboot the franchise in order to get their merchandising, continue the storylines, and do what they wanted to do with it.
So every time someone else gets the rights for one of these characters, we got to start over?
That's what they
For
want to
merch.
do.
We're never going to move forward.
Because
for
they
merch?
can't use the previous movies for their company's promotions and all
man.
that other stuff, so they got to redo it all over again.
And
Holy
that's what they
shit.
did. We had to start over again.
That's what movie making's come to. Is just
And Batman's going to be the same thing. We got to start over again. Well, no, we're good for now. But how many times have they rebooted Batman?
yeah.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
Didn't Sony do the last franchise?
I think they did. What is it? Disney now?
yeah, Marvel.
Oh,
is
now
try-
it's Marvel Pictures.
Marvel Pictures
Oh,
in
okay.
association with,
Right.
because Sony still has the rights to
part of the
Spider-Man,
rights.
but Marvel's trying to, Marvel/Disney is trying to get all of that so they can then eventually do Spider-Man with the Avengers and that
Gotcha.
whole storyline. Right now they have to keep
I got
it separate.
They
I,
rebooted to keep the rights from going to Disney, I guess. Something like that.
Yeah. Well, I liked the Spider-Man there, Ant. I liked it.
Yeah, was it good?
And I've said over the years, I don't search out action movies in general. Mm-hmm. But I was frustrated because this movie took forever to get the action going.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't it, E-Rock?
Yeah, they did a lot of story setup and resetting from how the original first three movies were telling the story about Peter Parker and his family, how he got bit, etc. They had to redo all of that for that first half of this movie.
Oh, man.
And
Oh, man. When you know, like, the basic gist of the story. you're
At
just
this point,
sitting there.
everyone knows. So why can't it be one of those like montages?
Yeah, just
Do a quick montage where it's 5 minutes. Where like, oh, bit by okay, I got it. Let's go. Let's move on. But no, it was a long fucking setup.
Yeah.
And his version of getting bit by the spider was different than the Tobey Maguire version.
Oh, it was. Well, I'm sure they have to mix it up a little so you're just
my
not sitting there going,
God.
all right, we just saw this.
Yeah.
Usually when they remake a movie, it's like 50 years later.
Right.
So it's like, okay, they could do it exactly the same. But, yeah, now
You
it's...
just reboot everything every 5 years.
yeah.
And the movie itself in 3D was terrific, man. Like we were discussing 3D the other day. They don't have to tell you 3D.
Yeah, it's coming at
It's just
your face
it's just kind of there, which was awesome. And they got new glasses. These glasses seem different than when I went and saw Avatar.
Really?
And now, man, it doesn't matter where you sit. This screen feels like it's 3 feet in front of you.
Oh, is that... Yeah, that's pretty much...
Remember 3D?
Yeah,
I'm saying remember, meaning like even just Avatar. The screen was sort of still in the distance, but everything was 3D. Now, man, they're moving all that shit even closer to your face.
Yeah, they figured it out, man. When I saw Prometheus, it was like
Same
that.
thing?
It was just huge, like.
But it was right in
very
front of your face,
immersive.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, you're kind of in the movie. It's great.
And the glass is still uncomfortable where I took them off a couple times, and I'm sitting there going, wait, I could pretty much see the movie. Remember when you used to take off the 3D glasses, everything was kind of fuzzy.
Double image kind of
But I was able to see the movie when I took a break from the glasses for a couple minutes here and there. So the movie was good. It was definitely good. The love story was a little long. We get it. Two high school kids are getting in each other's pants. Gonna make out a little bit. Had like a Twilight feel to it. They were building the love story. It was like, all right, let's go.
It
let's
wasn't.
go.
It wasn't the unrequited love story where it wasn't one of those unrequited love stories where she doesn't really kind of like him like that, but he's totally in love.
They were all in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were ready to bump some uglies.
Yeah, she liked him from the beginning.
Oh, see,
right from the beginning.
normally
there was
it's
no
not
real
like
chase there.
Was he awkward or was he like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Awkward, geeky kind of high
Parker's
school
gotta
kid.
be awkward.
I didn't feel like he was awkward at all. To be
No?
honest with you, Rock. They were trying to go for that angle, but he seemed like he was a cool kid right off the bat.
And he's handsome.
Is he
Is
handsome?
he handsome even when
Yeah.
he's not Spider-Man and stuff? And
Andrew Garfield. He's a handsome
Oh,
guy.
God.
What other
wait a
movies
minute.
has he been in?
Facebook.
He's the Facebook kid.
Yeah,
Is
he
this
played
like-
Eduardo in the Facebook.
All right.
Eduardo.
Yeah, he's handsome.
me Eduardo. Is this kind of like these vampire movies?
It has a little taste of that. A
Is it?
little Twilight
Definitely has the
taste.
hair,
Twilight.
A little Twilight taste.
where it's just blown up and back.
Oh God! Oh God! I hate that.
I don't know much about guys, but he seems a little goofy to me.
No, he's handsome.
He's
supposed to
handsome?
be. You know
What's-
what sucks? That movie's going to look dated because of him. Like in a few years, when that whole look goes away,
Right.
it's going to look like when you watch movies from the 80s and, you see guys with the 80s hair.
Right.
And chicks with the 80s hair. This is like 2000s, 10s hair.
Or if you ever try watching Singles now, where they're all grunged out, with the
Right,
cut-off shorts and the work
grunge.
boots.
Yeah, like I think if you watch the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, he doesn't have a look when he's Peter Parker like, oh, that was the look of that decade.
Right.
This guy has that look, and it's just kind
They
of...
don't care though. They're going for the money now.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck if these movies are watchable 10 years from now.
Meh.
You know what sucks? We used to be spoiling assholes, and we realized that we were losing listeners by the boatload when we did that.
Yeah.
So it's hard to talk about these movies. I saw Spider-Man. I want to say some shit, but what can I say?
Yeah.
When they got to the action, it was amazing. The special effects were really good.
There you go. See, you're doing the job.
The 3D was terrific. The lizard was fucking scary. Someone asked me last night because I tweeted right before I went to bed, and whoever you are, I apologize I didn't get back to you, but I had a crash. He goes, "Can I take my 5-year-old to this movie?" And I wanted to write him back. I think your 5-year-old will get scared when that lizard shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking impressive.
Scary
I thought
lizard?
so. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get fear of heights when he's swinging around because they do a 360 thing where if he's going, he'll be in slow motion just for a little second, and then it goes all around him. So you're seeing down like onto 7th Avenue, and then it shoots back up. And
In 3D, it's like you're
Yeah.
right there. It look cool.
I look cool,
you think
man.
you're falling off the
There was
building.
That's great.
There was a vastness when he was on top of the buildings and went for that swinging shit.
That's
And
fantastic.
then he's just in the middle of just this vastness with these massive buildings around him.
Yeah.
You know, movie takes place in New York City, but they added an extra building.
Did they?
Which is really strange.
And it's not far from here.
Yeah,
It's like it's on this street, but somewhere in this area.
And what did it look like? Futuristic?
yeah, it was really strange because you know when you live in New York, especially, you get to see so many aerial shots of the buildings and New York in general, and
you
then
pretty much do know every building.
You almost it just feels comfortable, and it was kind of uncomfortable because now there's this building that's you just know is not there.
How does this one compare to Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Oh, good question, Sam.
It's comparable.
That was a really good one.
It's
Tobey
comparable.
Maguire's.
This one's definitely a little darker. Dennis Leary was great in it. He was really good. Emma Stone was really good, but I mean, if I'm going to be picky, Emma Stone seems way too old to be playing a 17-year-old.
Oh.
So that took me out of it a little bit, but she's fucking beautiful, man. She's what Lindsay Lohan's supposed to be, I guess, right?
Oh, wow. Yeah, she stepped right into that whole thing.
I think she's doing all the Lindsay Lohan parts.
Man.
And they're probably about the same age. Lindsay Lohan, believe it or not, she
Yeah.
looks 40, but she's probably 25, 26, right? Tops.
probably.
And Emma Stone can't be much younger than that. She's probably 22, 23 at this point. So
She's 24.
Emma?
Yeah.
So she's almost the same age as Lindsay Lohan.
Yep.
Holy fucking Lindsay Lohan looks easily 10 years older than her.
Huh.
Easily.
Yeah, Lindsay Lohan's 25.
Holy fuck, are you kidding me?
She was born in 86.
So technically, Lindsay Lohan could have been in this movie.
Absolutely. If
She was
fuck herself up.
she was ridden hard and put up
Holy
wet.
fuck, that's
The old man.
unbelievable. They're
The old
basically
man.
the same age.
My pops used to say that. He'd look at girls that were like that and be like,
Yeah.
she was ridden hard and put up wet.
Yeah, I like that. What does that mean?
It means when you ride a horse really hard to where they're sweating, and then you put them right in the stall.
Yeah.
They kind of lame up on you. Their muscles get all tight.
Yeah.
And they start limping and stuff. You got to walk your horse around after you ride him hard. Walk him around in circles and stuff, and out in the field until he dries off, and then put him in the stall. So if you ride him hard and put him up wet, they
gonna
don't
be
last
achy?
as long. They're achy.
Yeah.
They die earlier.
So it's like stretching after a good workout.
Yeah,
or whatever,
exactly.
right?
Yep. Ridden hard and put up wet.
E-Rock, you're way more of a geek than me, and I don't mean that as an insult. You're into this geek culture. I'm not going for a slam right at this moment. I certainly will get to
Those
that
will come,
later.
yeah.
But sometimes I need you for real info. Like, what do you think of the movie? Because you're probably better at this than me on this one.
I think if people just ignore some of the love stories in the beginning, they're really going to like the movie. Marvel seems to be doing this where a lot of setup in the first half, and then from the middle to the end, it's just nonstop.
Well,
action to the
anyone
very
that
end.
anyone that grew up with Irwin Allen movies,
Right.
you know, the Poseidon Adventure, like
Story,
you said,
story,
Towering
and then-
Inferno.
right.
You had to meet everyone first,
Right.
And all the characters, and then the second half of the movie was all those characters that you now know about
Right.
in this situation.
I think that's why Avengers did so well, because it was just one long action sequence from the middle to the very end of the movie.
But the movie's long. It's well over 2 hours, right?
Yeah, so was Avengers, Thor, and
But I'm just saying, like, they could have easily cut 15 to 20 minutes out of the first half, I'm thinking.
then you get all those assholes that say, "Oh, the story wasn't accurate," or "You didn't explain something."
Right.
But this way, they take care of, I guess, of the geek culture, and then anybody who just wants to go see Spider-Man will get all the action and everything.
One asshole, and I think he works here. He looks sort of familiar.
One asshole.
He was sitting next to me, and he goes, "What's frustrating me is they never explain how
Gee, I wonder who this is. It's the voice.
they never explain how these superheroes get so damn good at making their own costumes." And I look down, I'm like, "Oh God, go away!" Is that going to keep you up at night? I don't understand. Like, Spider-Man, that costume was great, but they don't explain how he just gets so good at making it.
He's right, though.
Older or younger guy?
He was sitting right in between me and Roland. I've seen him before.
Oh, younger guy.
I don't know who he is.
Oh, I know who he is.
Oh, damn, I don't know.
Bring him on the after show.
He's so terrified of you.
Oh, really?
Of me?
No,
It's funny that you don't know who he is because I've introduced you to him before and he found it to be very awkward.
I don't know who it is. I do.
I do.
I'm polite. I say nice to people, but it doesn't sink in.
Wow, I have no idea who it is.
Martin Sheen, Ant. was great.
Martin Sheen.
Playing that blue-collar guy with
was
not
he?
much education.
You know,
Peter.
Grew up on the streets.
The uncle's raising the kid because obviously everyone knows the storyline. The parents disappear there. And Martin Sheen has this moment. He's like, you know, Peter, I don't have much of an education. And as you know, I stopped helping you with your homework when you were 10 years old. But then still is able to give him some kind of life lesson,
Of
even
course.
though he's just that uneducated blue collar guy.
He's not book smart, but he's street smart.
Oh, God.
Raised in the trenches.
But he's great in everything he does, Martin Sheen.
Yeah, he really
There's
is.
a scene in the movie where he's very passive, but when he gets upset at Peter Parker, you think your dad's yelling at you.
Yeah.
Because he's just sitting there and he stares at you, and then he blows up, and you're like, holy shit.
And Sally Fields, besides her horrendous neck, man, that woman
Oh, my
is
God.
held up.
Yeah.
And it looks like she didn't go with a lot of that plastic surgery like the rest of Hollywood.
Did she pop
pretty.
up Boniva during the movie?
I don't know.
Pop
man.
that fucking old graham cracker bone
He
medicine?
wasn't lifting anything.
As-
No.
As an older woman, she's beautiful, but that neck has a world of hurt.
Peanut brittle. That's funny. Boniva. She's an Oscar winner. She's fucking grew up on television and stuff, and all I think of now is that Boniva commercial.
Jamie Lee Curtis, what do you think of?
That shit yogurt.
All she does is have bad shits.
Activia.
I don't know why
The
they
shit
do that.
yogurt.
They got enough money. Why do they do that?
Poise, fucking piss pads.
Yeah.
Now that's
Just wait it out. Sally Fields, or is it Field?
Field. Yeah.
Sally Field, all she had to do was wait it out to get the big movie again.
Get the parts. You
You
don't
don't
have to
do
sit
that
there and
shit.
take those goddamn fucking
Right.
pretzel stick bone medicine.
E-Rock, did you have a problem when Peter Parker woke up and he realized he had this incredible strength, and so he was pulling everything off the wall, and then all of a sudden he is writing with a pencil? Does that
Yeah,
shit bother you or not?
They
I hate shit
they
like
over exaggerated that he doesn't know what's going on with
He
him.
woke up with this new strength. I'm not giving anything away. It's part of the story.
He said, "Oh, no, my own strength."
So, like,
Yeah?
he's trying to brush his teeth and he's pulling the faucets off and stuff like that.
okay.
But next
Then
thing
he
you know,
figured it out.
within a minute or two, he's figuring out some kind of formula and he's writing with a pencil. It's like,
That would.
are you supposed to let that shit go, or does
Yeah.
that bother you?
I think you're supposed to assume that he probably figured it out.
Within minutes? He
Yeah.
couldn't even figure out how to open the door to get out of the bathroom.
I chalk that up to the same thing as trying to figure out how he got so good at making those suits.
His costumes.
Oh, boy.
I'm so happy.
He said the wrong thing to me.
I know
Oh,
who he was.
man.
I rolled my eyes like, really?
Who is it? Write it down. I got to know this.
I don't think you know him. If I barely
Oh,
know
yeah,
him,
you know
you're
him.
not going to know him.
I know him.
How is he going to know him? Mark Zito. Who's Mark Zito?
You mean at Mark Zito?
Who's Mark Zito? I don't even know. I've heard the name. Who is he?
It's funny.
Who is he?
He did some work for the Ron and Fed show.
I just
I
don't
introduced
know
you to
these
him in the
guys.
hallway.
Yeah.
I still don't know the name of the morning mashup guy, even though now we joke about how I don't know his name.
Mark Zito is a guy like he thinks like he's hanging out with the host because he wants to be a
He's
host.
a nice guy, I guess.
But in his heart, he's just like a little management guy. Like
Oh,
he's just
okay.
like a little junior executive.
Middle management.
That's all he is. Yeah.
And the other thing,
Hate middle
E-Rock,
management.
Which is why Opie making fun of him for trying to hang out and have like a joke with the guys.
Uh-huh.
Like he's exactly like that's what he would have said. Opie would have said about somebody in management.
God,
It's
no.
great.
the other thing is this, E-Rock. When Peter Parker becomes the Spider-Man guy, and he comes home and he's all bruised up, right? Right?
Yeah.
You listening? And they got to tend to his wounds, whether it's his little love interest or his Sally Field there. So they show you like he's still kind of human and he's taking bumps and it hurts, right?
Uh-huh.
And then fast forward a mere 10, 15 minutes, he's falling off 10-story buildings with monsters
And
being
crash into the ground.
and being thrown through walls. It's like, oh, okay.
He's doing finger push-ups upside down off the edge of buildings.
Right.
Oh shit!
But they're not saying that he's getting stronger where he can now take better bumps.
Uh-huh.
He's
Yeah,
why is it okay all of a
skipped
sudden?
the learning montage of how he's learning how to do everything
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
get stronger. They just go,
No, but he still comes home all bruised up. But now the bruise, instead of a couple punches or whatever, now it's because he fell off buildings with monsters and got thrown through a million walls.
Maybe that spider shit kind of, took a little while. Really?
No, but he's still bruised and achy and like,
he
make
shouldn't
me
be.
some eggs.
Maybe they skipped a montage because they couldn't afford the rights to take it to the limit.
To the limit.
But does that shit bother you when the continuity gets a little weird?
Yeah.
Joe DeRosa was to my right. I'm telling
Oh.
you, everybody was there.
Wow.
And as soon as the movie ended, he's like, "Wow, that was awesome." And I go, "Yeah, but it wasn't really believable." I got a good laugh for that.
How did the web look? Was it good?
It
when he
looked
shot
better than the last.
the
shot the
web?
web.
You know what? And with the good question.
Yeah.
That's what was different
Yeah?
from the Tobey Maguire. This web was impressive.
Good web.
Yeah, because he's playing it almost like a guitar. Like you could feel the strength of it.
Yeah, Toby
You understood
Maguire's
the
looked like
strength of it.
string at some point.
No, this was like
Looked
you
silly.
This was translucent, looked like crystal almost.
It was cool as shit.
Cool web.
And they did a cum shot where the
Yeah?
web comes right at you in 3D.
Oh man.
Out of his dick?
Right in your-
I think that's what they were trying
That'd
to. They
be
were basically
interesting.
saying, "Look, man,
This is what it's
this
like
is
to get
coming out
cummed
of his
on.
dick, but we can't do this because we want kids to watch our movie."
But he did
Yeah,
a
you
lot
joke,
of dick
but that's
shots with the web.
Oh, he
He did dick
did.
shots?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dick shots.
He,
A couple
uh,
criminals got dick shots.
He thought it was kind of cool to throw web at fucking guys' dicks.
Yeah.
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 A
That's
little
what
weird.
Travis would do if he was Spider-Man.
Oh, because he's Dr. Gay.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So in general, I like the movie.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Larry was good. The action was good.
It's good.
The 3D was good.
Good.
I'll give you a spoiler if you want.
Oh, people don't like spoilers.
People don't like spoilers.
Give me a spoiler.
Is it a silly spoiler?
Yeah.
All right, it's a silly spoiler.
Go ahead.
People could handle that.
Surprise, Stan Lee is in the movie.
Oh, come on now. You wrecked it.
Stan Lee's cameo, I'll just say this,
He thinks he's Hitchcock.
was really funny.
Was it?
It
Usually
was,
it's-
right?
Usually it's intrusive, and for that minute you're like, oh, great, thanks for taking me out of the movie.
It was completely intrusive.
Oh,
And
It's like when Stephen King shows up in
are
a
they?
movie.
Yeah.
it was completely intrusive, like, hey, just want to remind everyone, here's the guy that started all this.
Did they do that on purpose? Are they goofing on the fact
they're
that he's
goofing
been in
on it?
every movie, so they
think
threw it in as a like ironic kind of joke?
I think they were just kind of having a little fun with it. They're not taking themselves too seriously.
All right.
Like other of these type of movies do.
They're goofing on it because everyone expects him to be in
Yeah.
a Marvel movie.
Yes.
It made me
But
laugh.
they did it in a different way
It made me laugh. It was fun.
where I don't want to tell what you did, but they
Yeah.
did it in a different way that you sit there and it was actually funny to see it going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So something to
I
look
didn't mind
forward
it at
to.
all.
When I see it, doesn't it open tonight or something?
No, it
no?
opens on Tuesday night.
Oh, I guess
Really?
Ted,
It's
Ted
for
opens
Wednesday.
tonight, and
No, tonight,
And
this
what else?
weekend is all about Magic Mike.
What is Magic Mike?
God.
What
I
is
was
Magic
seeing
Mike?
Magic Mike
Magic Mike
today.
could be the gayest. If a
What?
guy
What
goes
is
to
it,
Magic
though?
Mike, he's gay.
It has your favorite actor in it.
Oh yes,
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Who he's been on the show. He's not a bad guy.
No.
And we sat on the couch with him at the Jay Leno show.
Yes, we drank margaritas that were
we
made
absolutely drank
in a gas-powered
margaritas with him.
blender.
And then I took a picture with him backstage and realized his head could be even bigger than Robert Plant's.
Oh,
Physically.
big-headed guy.
Holy fuck, he's got a massive melon.
Oh,
What's that about?
oh no. But what is he all buff in this too?
Oh, yeah.
He's taking his shirt off.
More than that.
Oh, shit.
What is this movie about? I don't even know.
Magic Mike, the description here, Mike, a male stripper, teaches a younger performer how to party, pick up women, and make easy money.
What?
This one is a movie that only girls should go see.
And gays.
And gay. This
It'll
will
probably
be
get a big gay following,
This
right?
will be a huge gay movie.
I've heard it's actually good.
What?
That's right. 81% on Rotten Tomatoes.
You know what? If Fez was talking, I would ask him if he was going to.
Oh
See
shit!
this movie.
Why would you do that?
What happened?
Why are you saying that?
I'm trying to motivate
No, he
him.
doesn't like that.
I think Ronnie needs a little push, a little help, so I'm trying to motivate him.
He made a joke yesterday.
He did?
I was driving home. I heard it.
What was it?
Yeah, it was something about.
Odd joke.
He did. He said.
Hey, Joe.
He said. Oh, he was talking about the guy in Florida that ate the guy's face, and the
Yeah.
fact that he didn't have any bath salts in his system when they did the
was
autopsy
pot,
on him,
right?
and he had just smoked pot. And Fez said, "Well, that's the worst case of the munchies I've ever heard of." And Ronnie went, "Oh, Jesus!" And Ronnie went, "Ha ha ha ha! Fez. It was fantastic.
He's a fucking soldier.
Yeah.
When are we
It was-
giving
it
Ronnie
was
a
great.
Purple Heart?
It was great.
Magic Mike is directed by Steven Soderbergh.
Who is that guy? He's I've seen that face before. What has he done?
He did a ton of stuff.
Like
yeah.
what?
Let's
He's
see.
the bald guy with the glasses.
How about a little movie called?
The Informant.
Yeah.
That was very good.
Yeah.
That was good.
What else? Oh, the Oceans movies. Oceans
Oceans.
13 and all that.
Shit.
Those were
11, Oceans 12, Oceans 13.
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
And
Lots of George Clooney movies.
Yeah.
Good night
Yeah.
and good luck.
Likes Clooney.
Syriana.
God.
Yo,
Yeah.
Syriana.
Yeah.
And
Aaron
Ted-
Brockovich, Traffic.
Traffic, right. That was a
Oh,
biggie.
Traffic was cool.
That was a biggie right there.
Right. So
I
this
like
is
the Traffic.
like Traffic except with male strippers.
Yeah. And this...
What's the point of this?
Like a good movie.
Hey, they got
No,
a
is
party.
it a goof movie or is it supposed
No,
to
it's
have
not a
like
goof.
Dude, the whole trailer, all I saw in the trailer was like they were mostly naked guys.
Yeah.
Like being all like, yeah, look at us. Yeah, parties.
So is it like that movie with that broad from that show?
yeah, it could be.
The stripping movie there.
Striptease or the other one?
Showgirls?
Showgirls.
Showgirls.
Thank you. Is this like the male version of Showgirls?
No, this is a real movie. This isn't like a goof. Like Showgirls was a goof movie.
Give me
Was
two
it?
movies this is like.
Well, I haven't seen it yet.
It's, the Hulk meets, one of those.
Well, that's
What
it
are we
is.
looking at?
It's Spider-Man meets
Spider-Man?
Dirty Dancing.
Oh,
no.
okay.
So-
All right.
I'm
All right,
thinking
then.
Dirty
All right.
Dancing.
Pretty good, right?
Dirty Dancing meets Coyote Ugly.
Oh, shit.
I'm thinking gay porno meets gay porno.
Do you want to see the trailer?
Please.
Magic Mike.
Are the
is
gals
great.
still into Matthew McConaughey?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
big Channing Tatum vehicle.
Oh, is it?
Matthew McConaughey is more the older gentleman.
Oh,
Channing Tatum is
man.
the guy right now.
Who's he?
Who's he? He's G.I. Joe, for God's sake.
You think he's in something I've been plugging on Spots live reads, right?
21 Jump Street.
Oh, thank you.
Did they make the G.I. Joe movies?
Did they?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they got another one coming out.
Was it good?
They delayed it now.
Yeah, it was supposed to be in
Was it
August.
good?
It did. Yeah, it did pretty good actually.
I don't know.
But they don't have faith in this.
Did they
one.
figure out the kung fu grip and stuff in the G.I. Joe movie?
They
didn't
don't
check
do any
it
of
out.
that shit because it's based on
Why?
it's based on the cartoon G.I. Joe and not the action figure from the 70s and 60s where we used to play Vietnam.
Are they making Rock'em Sock'em Robots, the movie?
Oh my God.
They
think
did
they-
that already.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
That,
Real Steel.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, Real Steel.
Real
Was it
Steel.
dumb?
Yeah, that was. We talk about a flop-a-rooney.
Really?
That was the Hugh Jackman vehicle.
Did their
It was-
Vehicle.
did their heads pop up when you knocked them on the jaw?
No.
It was not good.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Goddamn robots look pretty good in that movie. They look pretty real.
Yeah, but it was like after you watch like The Fighter and movies with guys fighting, it was kind of hard to have an emotional attachment over which robot wins. The
I
fight.
really didn't care about the robots.
No.
No.
But they look
cool.
like they were really in the scene.
It was like Rock'em Sock'em and BattleBots.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots meets
BattleBots?
BattleBots. I love the meets.
It was like Short Circuit
Yeah.
Oh.
meets Rocky.
Raw.
Short Circuit meets Rocky.
Holla.
That's good. All right. That's it right there. Yeah.
Beautiful. We don't have to play this trailer, right?
We don't have to, but it's just something nice
come
to
on.
look at early in the morning.
You want a little fucking eye candy.
All right,
Exactly.
let's do
Right?
this.
Yeah?
Magic Mike.
Kim?
Kim, can you move back for me, please?
Shit, the cops are coming in.
Keep getting complaints of noise and underage drinking. Everybody sit down. We're going to be here for a while. You don't have anything sharp
Great
on you
acting.
that I can stick myself with, do you?
No.
Good. Because I do.
Oh, they're not cops. They're dancers. Holy shit. Magic Mike. Oh, he's kicking fucking chips off. What's that? Off the table?
Deal exclusively in cash.
Wow, busy guy.
You're welcome to stage, the one, the only. Magic Mike.
Oh, man.
Mike has fans.
Stripping. The chicks are all in the
You are the
audience.
husband that they
Going
never
wild.
had. You are that dreamboat guy that never came along.
Mike wants something more.
But you made her? You should sell these things.
That's actually the idea.
This summer.
So how do you know my brother?
What does Magic Mike want?
I manage a few businesses.
Mike wants love.
Okay.
He's got the chicks.
Entrepreneur, stripper, entrepreneur.
Either one.
I was hoping this was all a joke.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, man. Look at this. They're on a boat. They're going to a beach on an island.
Women, money, and a
Naked.
good time.
Just try not to forget about the people who exist in the daylight. The non-vampire.
Are we fighting?
They're falling. They're falling in love.
So if you could do the one thing that made you the
When your
happiest
life is a
morning.
fantasy,
What's going to be the struggle?
So you must be really good with your
She
hands.
can't get over the fact that she's...
how do you deal with reality?
I just can't be around your lifestyle.
See?
Am I Magic Mike right now talking to you? I'm not my lifestyle.
Do you believe what you're saying right now?
He's going to stop He's going to stop doing it for her.
No.
I bet.
That's who the law says that you cannot touch. But I think I see a lot of lawbreakers up in this house.
Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey.
Mid-20s.
That's cowboy
You
hat
don't want to
on.
know what I have to
Damn,
do
that was a
for
good
20.
line.
Magic fucking Mike.
You're gonna come to the show tonight? You're gonna come to the show tonight?
No.
You just said over there that you like the show.
That doesn't mean I'm going to go again.
Okay, faggot. What's next?
She doesn't like what Magic Mike does.
No.
She likes Magic Mike.
But what's the struggle? She's going to have to get over the fact that he gets hard-ons and puts whipped cream on his penis.
Here's what
And then
happens.
drapes towels around the women so they could get a lick.
So they could suck his dick. And
She's gotta
just
get over that.
She just got to get past a little of that.
If she could get past that, I think they might fall in love and have a future together.
Here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Her and Magic Mike are going to go out. They're going to have a little conflict. They're going to show a lot of dancing. She's not going to like this. Finally, towards the end, she's going to start realizing that, she's got to deal with it because she loves Magic Mike. But here's the twist.
Uh-oh.
Magic Mike
Yeah.
loves her, so he stops doing it. She accepts Magic Mike for what he does.
Yeah.
Magic Mike stops doing it anyway, and they're totally fucking
And then they
in
start
love.
singing, "We go together
Like that, together forever. Like and then they fly off in grease lightning and
right.
turn around and wave.
But then does he
in the
realize
clouds.
that's his calling and he's just got to go back to it? Has to.
No, he could give it up because of her. He's in love. Yeah,
Sounds terrific.
sounds great, doesn't it?
Yuck.
Magic Mike.
Is that a
Watch the
rom-com?
audiences disappear.
No.
Is it a rom-com with fucking...
It is a rom-com
with whipped cream dick?
Yeah, it's a rom-com with
This guy, JP, it's too early to take a call, but I have to. JP, go ahead. Go ahead, JP.
It sounds like Cocktail meets Naked Dude.
yeah, it really is.
It has that cocktail feel.
It's Cocktail meets One Guy, One Jar.
Right. Very good, JP. Very good. All right, let's break, man.
Yeah, let's eat.
Um,
Wow, it's a good one.
we might have to talk about what the Supreme Court did yesterday
Oh boy, and what Congress did also, right? Yeah.
with Mr. Holder.
Yes, with Attorney General Holder.
Yeah, we'll do that. And Aunt Curry says goodbye. Who cares?
story.
Goodbye.
She tearfully leaves the Today Show.
And I guess they're putting a replacement in today
Oh yeah, they ain't fucking
right
around.
away.
She got booted.
Well, they're blaming her for the bad ratings over the last
It's like
couple of
getting
years.
booted.
They pushed her out.
Double shot.
They pushed her out. A lot of people saying, "See, I know about this a little bit."
See?
That NBC having not much class with this whole thing.
No, but
And
when do they? When they let these people go?
But bitch got paid.
Bitch got paid.
Oh hell yeah!
How much?
They're saying at least like 10 million. She had like a $20 million left
So
on
why
her
the
3
fuck
years.
is she crying? They paid her $10 million to walk away.
And she's going to be like a correspondent now. She's going to travel and do news stories and things like that as long as she's off that fucking Today Show couch. They don't care.
man, yeah.
They don't give a
Take
fuck.
a hike, biatch.
You can do whatever you want. Just don't do it on this
Yeah.
couch.
Wow.
Just don't do it on this couch.
I bet you that was a Matt Lauer move.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He's a son of a bitch.
I think he's a
He
son
must
of a
be.
bitch when he has to be.
hard to work
And they were
with.
making a big deal when she was leaving,
Yeah.
like analyzing the clip, because she gave like Al Roker a big hug, and she gave the other chick a big hug, and then Matt Lauer went in and she let him like give her a kiss on the head but she didn't even look at him.
Wow. That's telling right there.
That's right.
She thinks he could have probably saved the gig. He probably shit-talked her, to management.
Well, we can play that clip next, certainly.
I want to hear that.
I think E-Rock's got some kind of Spider-Man thing for everybody.
Oh, great.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web in his eyes, catches thieves just like fire. Yeah, here comes the Spider-Man. He's a strong, listen, bud. He's got radioactive blood. Can't swing from a thread. Take a look over here, there. There goes the Spider-Man. In the chills of the night, I'm the scene of a crime. Like a streak of light, you rise in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Well, the man is ignored, action is his reward. Look out, here comes Spider-Man. Look out!
SiriusXM, the Opie and Anthony Show.
I don't even know what this is, E-Rock. Are you trying to do a bit here?
Nah, not really.
No, you can. I don't know.
No, I'm not yelling at you. Relax.
Oh, Snoop Dogg?
Oh!
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Oh, this is that song, man, where fucking Snoop was just chill. Turn this up.
Kind of hard.
Somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky ass hits.
Nothing but a G thing? No?
Yeah.
No?
That's Dr. Dre.
Snoop Dogg detained in Norway for arriving with pot and a bunch of cash.
Whoops.
Why would you travel like that?
Whoops.
I would assume if you're into that pot thing,
Yeah.
you could get it wherever you go.
Yeah.
Why would you bring it into Norway? That's taking a big chance.
No way.
He's got a lot to lose.
What did he, how much weed did he have? And
I don't know, like pound and a half, I think.
Really?
No, I don't know.
Jesus.
I have no idea.
And money?
And money.
What do you have, over the 10 G limit?
You're only allowed to carry 10 Gs?
You can only bring 10 Gs in or out of the United States unless you
That's not fair.
fess up. You got to tell them why you're taking 10 grand in or out of the country.
Well, tell them because the ATM charges are pretty damn high.
Yeah, they don't want you doing that. I guess that's some money laundering thing, or
Really?
they don't want the wealth leaving the nation unless it's in the hands of the Chinese.
That's too bad.
Yes.
That's too bad. I got something for today. Apple's iPhone went on sale 5 years ago already.
Holy shit.
It's been 5 years for the iPhone.
5 fucking years.
Is that possible? Wow. Is that a typo?
I had the first incarnation.
You sure did, Ant.
And every one since.
And I refuse to do the iPhone.
Oh, it's
for the people keeping track at home.
The best thing ever.
Don't shake your head. The Samsung fucking rules, man.
Got your name in it. Why don't you like it?
Well, because it's
that would be like me getting an Anthony Sung phone.
Right.
I would get that in a second.
Ant Sung?
Ant Sung.
Yeah, why wouldn't you have a Samsung, Sam?
Because it's not as good as the iPhone, I guess.
It's really just as good. Sorry.
But it is true. The iPhone is like, it's everybody. It's I. It's me.
Right.
The iPhone.
The first person.
It's better than the Samsung.
Yeah, it is. It's certainly
Gotcha.
better. There's not a better phone than the iPhone.
Well, you keep buying the myth.
It's not a myth. I've never had a problem.
No, you're buying the
iPhone's
myth.
great.
It's fantastic.
Your screens are much smaller than my fucking Samsung.
Yeah.
It's a phone.
Fits in my pocket.
Yeah.
So mine does too.
Probably makes it like uncomfortable. That has to hit one of your balls when it's in your pocket. That corner, that bottom fucking corner, has to tap on the nut when you're walking.
And what's wrong with that?
Well, that's true.
A little pleasure.
A little thrill as you're
when you're not checking your
walking.
Twitter. A little pleasure.
It's called a feature.
Yeah.
A special app.
Yeah.
Wow.
Touch my balls. What else? Well,
we did have a.
we got to do the Ann Curry first.
Oh, Ann Curry. Yes.
Because we set it up.
She got her ass thrown off of that Today Show, huh?
Because Matt Lauer said, beat it. Beat it, stupid.
Matt
I never liked Ann
Lauer.
Curry, if anyone gives a fuck.
You know, Ann Curry is one of the very few people that my mom has a hatred for some odd
Wow,
reason.
your mom loves everyone.
I know why.
Why?
Because it's a phony niceness.
Maybe.
And it's a very she's very sweet and monotone, and there's no up and downs with her personality or
No.
emotions, and I think that drives people nuts after a while.
It's just a phoniness.
Everything is just like, Al, what do you got on the weather today? Everything was just in this delivery. Everything is good with the world.
I never even watched, unless we
but-
were in here, you know.
But,
it's
I mean,
just
she's
in
been around
here.
long enough that you pick up on something
yeah,
with her, right?
yeah.
Everything is like, Al, Matt.
And what was the reason they gave?
GMA, out of nowhere, started beating the Today Show.
Oh, man, they got to shake shit up then.
And they had to shake shit up, and they said, Ann Curry, you got to go. You're the problem.
That's great. So I guess in their official release, it was amicable. She wanted to move on to do different things.
All that blah.
And, yeah, they always say that, and it's always bullshit.
There were many reports of her and Matt having very bad chemistry. Her transition to host from news anchor was not smooth.
Really?
Oh,
from news anchor to host.
News anchor to host,
obviously.
yeah. I got what you meant. I didn't care.
Thank God.
Wow.
What does someone have to do around here to get a spoon?
Yeah.
Suck that dick.
Oh, here's my spoon.
A spoon. A Reese Witherspoon.
For spoons. So here's Ann Curry saying goodbye, I guess. The goodbyes speeches are always fun to listen to.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you're not a fan of the Today Show, it's always
Got a lot
fun
of good goodbye
to
speech.
see someone saying, see you later.
And especially when they're being forced the fuck out.
Yep.
This is her dream. She worked at the Today Show for like 12 or 15 years or something as a reporter.
As
and
just a newswoman.
Newswoman.
Bringing
and
her
as
up. It's the American story right there.
And then she got passed over for Meredith Vieira.
Right.
I was passed over.
And then Meredith goes and she gets the big seat. And after a few
seat.
months, they're like, fuck out of here, Curry.
Yeah.
A few months. She was there more than a few months.
Take a hike.
As a host, she wasn't there long.
I think she did a year.
Maybe a year.
I bet
Maybe
she
a
did
year. That's not long at all, man.
Yeah.
That's a epic failure
Oh, yeah. She
in television
sucks.
hosting duties.
The Ant Song.
Duties.
The Ant Song.
Duties.
Would you buy the Ant Song?
Yeah, you're right. It was,
The Ant Song.
No. I'm an iPhone guy.
But if it had your name. Ant
I'm
Song.
a ragtop man.
it was 1 year.
1 year to the
almost
day?
exactly. June 9th to.
So they gave her a year. They go, you know what? Let's try this for a year.
But they signed her for 3. That's why they're out.
Fuck. So she walks away, and I heard they're going to pay her at least $10 million. I
gets
heard
some
that as well,
cash.
Sam.
Yeah.
And she not only walks away with $10 million, then she gets paid for her new gig. By the way, it's not like here's $10 million, but we want you to do something else. Here's $10 million to leave the fucking slot.
Yeah.
Get off the fucking
Right.
couch.
So when you hear her getting emotional, just go blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So welcome back, everybody. It's 8.
See, there's that.
Yeah.
There's that.
It's 8.
This is how she's always been.
So welcome back, everybody. It's 8:50, and this is not easy to say, but today is going to be my last morning as a regular co-host. I will still be a part of the Today Show family, but I'm going to have a new type.
What? I didn't hear her. Did she get all emotional there?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, let me go back. Sorry. Let me go. Let's start over.
So welcome back, everybody. It's 8:50, and this is not easy to say, but today is going to be my last morning as a regular co-host of Today. I will still be a part of the Today Show family.
Oh,
but
oh no. I came out of Dayton, Ohio with 2 bad knees.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio with 2 very bad knees.
Yeah. Oh, right. And what else? What else?
And a dream to become a Major League Baseball player.
I hope that happened for him. Did it?
I thank God the dream came true.
It did come true. Good for him.
Oh, this crap. How did they tape this? Was it a pre-tape piece, or did she do this live?
This was live.
What's
Really?
she bringing out?
Can we?
Yeah, this was.
Can we just play the video, or did you chop up this whole thing? I'd rather see the video.
Okay.
I would rather see her sad face as you know that she's getting $10 million to walk away. Should see the fucking place she's remodeling on the Upper West Side. Don't feel
Nice.
sorry for this one.
Well, she's got the cash, but she doesn't have the prestige.
Yeah.
Ah. Great Dan Tom.
All right, here we go. Now we get to see the video.
There's going to be an ad, I'll bet.
No, there won't be an ad
Prepare
this
yourself.
time. Nope.
Oh.
See?
All right. Oh, boy, here it is. We got volume?
Yeah, I'm all set over here.
I will still be a part
Oh,
of the
come on.
Oh, Sam.
You didn't have the volume up on the browser.
And this is not easy to say, but today is going to be my
it is.
last morning as a regular co-host of Today. I will still be a part of the Today Show family, but
Not
I'm going
really.
to have a new title and a new role. And this is not as I expected to ever leave this couch after 15 years, but I am so grateful, especially to all of you who watch.
All of you.
Because Matt and I and everyone who sits on this couch,
Yeah.
we often call ourselves a family.
Oh, boy.
But you
Some family got thrown out
are
of
the
it.
real Today Show. You are why I have ventured into dangerous places and interviewed dictators and jumped off of planes and
Dictator.
off of bridges and climbed mountains and landed in the South Pole and
Funny.
convinced the Dalai Lama to come live
Right.
in our
You're gonna go
studio.
through your whole career?
You know, I have loved you, and I've wanted to give you the world. And
Thanks.
for all of you who saw me as a groundbreaker,
She's digging
I'm
holes.
sorry I couldn't
Pause.
carry the ball over the finish line, but man,
Why is she a groundbreaker? Because she's 10% Asian or something?
Is that it?
I don't know. What is she?
What is she?
Why is she a
What
groundbreaker,
is she?
Sam?
She
don't know.
break ground.
Maybe because
Why is
But
she a
I-
groundbreaker?
I guess going from the news anchor desk to being a host
That
is
has
not,
happened a million
Never
fucking
happened.
times.
Never happened.
She's a woman on TV. That has happened before.
Has there ever been an Asian woman on TV?
Is she Asian? What
in
is
the
she?
news? I've never seen Asian women in the news.
No, it doesn't happen.
No, they're
So
not.
why is she a groundbreaker? Somebody out there,
Maybe
please.
Groundbreaker.
Please.
Let's see.
Please.
Maybe
Is she
because
a
she last-
chud?
Maybe she's the first person to last a year, even though Matt Lauer was trying to put the boots to her the whole time.
Yeah.
Why is she a groundbreaker?
Don't let that Today Show door hit you on the ass.
Someone that writes a media blog, please call us and tell us why she's a groundbreaker.
Yeah.
It's all about the blog. All right, play the rest of this horse shit.
I'm sorry I couldn't carry the ball over the finish line,
Balls.
but man, I did try. And so to all of you who watch, thank you from the bottom of my heart for letting me touch yours, and
Oh,
thank you for your
Sandusky.
emails and for your support, and I will keep trying. And I'm so sorry I turned into a sob sister this morning. Please
Sob
forgive
sister.
me, but I hope you'll wish me well.
Matt Lauer's
So
just
welcome
sitting
back,
there
everybody.
laughing.
It's 8:50,
Same
and this
shit.
is not easy to say, but today is.
Wait,
Just watch that.
wait, what?
What happened there?
New-
Is that different?
No, it's the same thing.
Oh.
You know what? I saw something very subtle there that speaks volumes.
When Matt
Matt
touched
Lauer-
her shoulder and she just went
No.
like a cobra?
When he was tweeting the entire time,
Oh.
he was on his phone just fucking looking through his tweets.
You don't give a fuck.
imagine they fucking pull out the camera and he's just texting.
LOL.
Well.
She's crying.
You done?
Why is she groundbreaking?
I don't know.
Why? And what did Al Roker have to say?
Apparently, Al Roker and her are friends. They gave each other, and they embraced.
Of course.
They embraced?
They embraced
Al
on
Roker,
the way
that
out.
militant black guy, Al Roker.
Good old Al Roker.
Stop, Al.
That joke.
He's an idiot.
Although we go back and forth on Twitter a little bit.
Do you?
A little bit.
Anything friendly?
I was polite to him recently.
Yuck.
After years of beating him up for being a hypocrite.
He said he didn't have any problems with you guys when I talked to him.
Well, good for him. I have a major problem with him, Sam. And you
just
can
said
tell
you
him
were
next
polite.
time.
He's
you
the
see him.
hippiest crit. Not a fan.
But we don't know why she's groundbreaking.
I'm trying to figure it out.
She got her ass booted from that couch.
Yeah, they picked her up by the, like DJ Jazzy Jeff on the Fresh Prince when Uncle Phil
Yeah.
just threw him at the door. That was Ann Curry on the
That's
Today
how
Show.
they fucking treated her.
She's lucky that she was able to say goodbye. They didn't even want her on the couch yesterday.
Exactly.
No.
They were like, beat it, stupid. Say your stupid goodbye and you take the rest of the morning off.
1
The
minute
bricks.
in,
We
they were
got the
giving her
next dumb fucking bimbo ready to go.
They were
Yeah.
giving her the wrap up as she was going.
That's right.
Yeah. She's like, I just want to thank everybody. And the red light is on in her face like a comedy club.
All right, about the Dalai Lama. Wrap it up.
Stop. Well, apparently also, not Al Roker, Matt Lauer is going on vacation. So they wanted to get his new co-host in there as quickly as possible before he goes on vacation. What the hell is that?
That was DJ Jesse.
Oh, getting thrown out.
Ann Curry. That's the Today Show studio.
Right, there's the Today Show studio.
There goes Ann Curry.
They just threw her.
Just thrown right
Nice.
out. That's pretty fucking funny.
So Matt Lauer's going on vacation?
Yeah, he's going on vacation, so they want to get that kind of initial them together thing before...
Get everyone comfortable with the new team?
Yeah. So she'll be able to take over the duties when he goes on vacation.
And they said they were in a panic to absolutely make sure that before the Olympics this all went down.
Oh, please, because we all know.
Who's the new broad?
Well, I'm hearing, maybe we should turn on Channel 4 and find out, but I'm hearing...
Oh, maybe we should.
Savannah Guthrie.
What?
Who's that?
Is she a porn star?
Nope. That's Savannah you're thinking of.
Oh, shit. Didn't she sing Alice's Restaurant?
No, Savannah Guthrie is the girl who's been on...
JD from New York City has a problem with her analogy. She said... it's not carry the ball over the finish line. It's either carry the ball into the end zone or cross the finish line.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
you don't carry the ball over the finish line.
It would hinder your running.
It's stupid.
You don't run with balls.
It is stupid.
You play. I guess you can run with a ball, but I mean, yeah. But
she was talking about carrying them in her mouth, see, and she didn't want to. Yeah,
it's either going to be that chick that's been there for a while, who's Savannah Guthrie, or some people are even saying it could be Hoda. Hoda.
So she could get away from that drunk Cassidy Gifford.
And what I've read on websites.
Well, I assume she is because she drinks wine on the show.
She looks it.
And somehow they have Wine Wednesday or something. I'm embarrassed. I know half this shit.
Oh, man.
They say,
you should be.
They say if
they have Wine Wednesday. And she has a nice big glass of red wine as she broadcasts.
They say if they go Hoda, they may bring Regis in for
that's just Regis's people pushing his name forward. That ain't happening.
No way.
That ain't happening
Regis for anything.
Roland was walking around Rockefeller Center, I think 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Around all the tourists yelling out, "Where's Hoda? 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 Where's Hoda?"
They're thinking about bringing me on board if they use Hoda.
No, they're not, Regis.
Well, Regis filled in for Hoda last week. See, I know that,
Him
too.
and Kathy Lee?
First time in 12 years or something like that.
Well, Kathy, how are things? Is your husband still a whore fucker? Remember that whole episode when he was recorded trying to have ass sex in a hotel room?
He's forgotten.
Why don't you talk about that?
Why did you ever address that one, Kathy Lee?
Is that why you're drinking the wine?
Remember the hidden camera? Yeah. It was in the hotel room, and the GIF was asking to put it in a shitter.
You do get the new Regis now that he doesn't have a gig.
Oh yeah,
he's another guy that's in his I don't give a fuck stage.
He doesn't care.
Nah, he don't care. He's going on all these shows and just having a good time.
Kathy Lee, how's your son Cody? Did he grow up a fag?
Yeah,
with all the coddling you gave him, all that overprotective mothering shit. Did he grow up sucking cock?
Why is he yelling?
He always yells.
Now he's definitely a yeller.
Does GIF have to use is GIF using the Postivac? Kathy Lee, is he using the Postivac when he tries to put it in your dumper? He loves the dumper. Loves it. Gelman. Where's Gelman?
You think Gelman has kept in touch with Reg after they showed Regis the door?
That.
There's another fruit like your son Cody. I bet they suck each other's cocks.
People know the real story about Regis, too, right? He didn't want to retire.
No, he was forced out also.
He was forced out as well.
They threw him out the door, too. Like
he got Jazzy
Jeff.
He got Jazzy Jeff.
He got Jazzy Jeff.
Out the door with you, Reg.
She was
Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Let God sort it out.
You want to know what's groundbreaking about Ann Curry?
Yeah.
Matt V from Brooklyn. She was born in Guam, so she's the first person from Guam to do anything.
Guam?
Oh, wow.
To do anything, is that it?
Hey, my brother lived in Guam for a while as a marine biologist.
But he wasn't born there.
He would hang out in the rainforest. And he would cut down banana trees. and dive and stuff. What's up with David Beckham?
He's a sex symbol.
Wait, he was
All
left off the
does
British
is-
Olympic team. That's breaking news.
He sucks.
They snubbed him. They threw him out
Right,
too.
they gave him the Jazzy Jeff.
Oh, he
'cause
got
he's-
Jazzy Jeff
He
off
got
the
Jesse
team.
Jeff too.
He's too busy modeling underpants to practice soccer.
He really is.
So why
That
is
is a handsome guy.
He's very handsome.
Jesus Christ.
That's how he got posh.
Yeah, but
I know. You got the posh.
but the handsomeness got in his way.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
too
it did.
handsome to be a soccer star. Plus,
So
they
why
got-
is that big news that he was left off the team? I would assume he's not that great at soccer anymore on
He's
that
a-
level
and
anyway.
he's an older guy at this point.
Older guy playing America. You're not that good if you're playing soccer in America.
Yeah. Well,
Is
saying
that
he's too old and he's done.
was that
That's
an
what I'm
outrageous
hearing.
statement or what?
That's outrageous.
It is, right?
Yeah, now you're just trying to make trouble.
Plus, sorry, David Beckham.
If you're really
Ronaldo's
good
in
at
the
soccer,
house.
you're playing.
Ronaldo.
You're playing in Europe.
Oh, fuck.
Why would you come over to America?
Where
Yeah,
no
no.
one gives a flying fuck
Well,
about soccer.
here come the arguments again.
You know what, though?
Here it comes again.
The proof is in the pudding, as I like to say. Soccer, not really that big in
Getting
the
the
U.S.
job done.
A lot of foreigners like to watch it. I know whenever I go into like a pizza place out on Long Island, I go into a pizza place, they're all fucking staring at the TV screen. And it's that goddamn horrific long shot of a soccer field. They've gotten better, but you can't really televise soccer and make it look like they do football and shit where it's nice and close.
You know how the NFL now has those cameras on the cables?
Oh, they're great.
Why don't they do that for soccer? You're right.
Because no one gives a shit about
You're right.
soccer. Why get paid for the expense?
It just feels uncomfortable to watch because I'm repeating what you said, but
big, yeah.
it's worth repeating. It's just a long fucking shot.
Giant long shot with little fucking players around, and then when something happens, they do the close up.
Right.
But for the most part, it's like
Yeah,
you
that
don't
would be
get
kind
that-
of cool, I think.
You don't get that good fucking like right in there thing like they do with football now.
Yeah.
Football fucking broadcasts now they're amazing.
I don't understand how the football doesn't hit the cameras when they're on the cables.
I know, right?
I get confused by that. How does that work?
Yeah, what the hell? You're right.
I don't understand that. I don't need to know, so you don't have to call about that. Can we get back to Ann
Screw
Curry for a
yourself.
minute?
Sure.
I wonder if the Today Show.
Oh, she just flew out the door. Wait a minute.
Whoop, there she goes.
I wonder if the Today Show threw the couch away after she left.
Oh man,
We don't want
right?
any leftover curry on this.
Kind of did a.
Who's that?
That's Savannah Guthrie.
That's the new chick.
She's the chick.
Fucking beautiful.
Yeah, you like her?
Travis, what do you got on
Certainly
this?
do.
Hotter than Ronaldo?
She's in. Hotter than Ronaldo.
You think they did Anthony Cumia and threw the couch away
Yeah.
to get rid of?
You have to. Get rid of the bad mojo.
Get rid of the stink.
I got rid of Booger, and they got rid of the bad mojo.
Right. What do you got, Travis?
You guys are talking about football, and I completely forgot to put it on the prep sheet, but did you hear...
Football? American football?
Yes, American football. You heard what they're doing with the 4 o'clock games now?
Yep.
It's
They're
great.
starting at 4:10.
No.
What happened?
4:15.
4:25.
Why?
It's on TBS.
Because now, maybe we'll be able to see some of those games that get cut off, those 1 o'clock
You're not
games.
a football fan, so you don't understand.
Oh, no, I got you. All right.
You invest. This has driven me nuts forever, and I know there's workarounds now. I get it. But for most of my life, you would invest in a game, and all of a sudden, it's the last 5 minutes. It's amazing. It's tied or what the fuck, and they go, well, due to contract stipulations, we now join the San Diego Chargers. It's like, what?
Oh, no, I'm watching this game.
Yeah,
so they
they're all pushed
finally
back.
figured it out after all these years.
4:15 games are now starting at 4:25.
Why would you put a fucking sporting event on if you know you're not going to show the end of that particular game?
Well, contracts.
The end is pretty important, right?
It justifies the means.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
You see what I did
Dr.
there?
Gay.
Oh, it wasn't a gay thing, but okay.
So what? Wait, football's going to be on TBS?
No, Sam's just talking.
I was making a joke because TBS used to start things on 05. And so
They
when he
did.
said 4:25.
Oh, that was,
Remember
you went
that
with an
old
05
gag?
fucking joke.
Yeah.
Nice.
I throw 'em
Remember
out there
that old
sometimes.
gag?
Nice.
I remember that. It was like TBS. What are they doing? Why is Gilligan's Island starting at 4:05?
It's on TBS.
And
Superstation.
Ted Turner had like a logic to it.
He's like, fuck
Man,
this.
people don't like tuning in on the hour. It's like it's where the commercials are, and people start going around the channels, and my
that
show
what his
will
logic
already
was?
be on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his logic. Like top of the hour, they would in
Their
between
show would
shows
still be going
There's a
on.
lot of commercials,
Right.
But their show's still going on, and then when their show ends, the other people's shows already have started, so no one wants to invest time.
Exactly.
So you go to stay on TBS.
Well, that's why they finally figured it out where, like, a show ends now, and they just, put those credits in the bottom left-hand corner and
Squeeze it
immediately
into
start
the
the next
corner.
show.
Right. Yep.
You know, so you don't have any chance.
So the other show starts.
E plays the credits on a show right after the last commercial break, so the credits are before the last show segment.
Oh, so that way, because people see credits roll and they think it's over.
Right.
So now they see the credits roll. Yeah, okay,
Right.
I got you.
Well, good for the NFL for finally doing the right thing. I didn't know that, Travis. 420, finally.
Yes.
What if the game's going past 420, which is kind of rare?
Sucks to be you.
But at least they'll get most of the games in now.
Yeah, I mean, this mostly concerns, those games that end in regulation that just go a little long.
Yeah.
Well,
There's a
which is
lot.
cool.
And
there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of games you just never see the end of. It's so
That's infuriating.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
For us on Time Warner that don't have the red zone.
Time Warner.
I know.
I love Time Warner.
Oh,
they've been great to me over the years.
by the way,
Samsung.
I
They
could
keep
just
me on my
cancel
toes.
it. I could just cancel Time Warner now in my city apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I
How
got
you gonna
that.
watch TV?
I got that sling box.
Ah.
Man, is that the shit?
Can I put a
just
sling box
watched.
in my apartment and just watch your TV?
Sure. You could. Oh, well, all I got to do is give you the password. You don't even need Slingbox.
There we go.
And then you're just watching my
Then I can have
cable
Fios.
TV. I watch Fios in the city through my Slingbox. It's fucking great.
Slingbox made me think of Dick Slang.
Oh, I've seen this video.
You've heard the Dick Slang, right? No.
What is this?
It's the wrong music.
It's
but-
kind of it was a trend in the hood for about a week where these guys would wear like just loose fitting underpants or sweats and then let their dicks swing.
They call it the Dick Slang because they're slinging around their dicks.
You haven't.
We should do this at our next live event.
You
never saw that.
No, oh, come on.
You never saw this.
Now that's
No.
a
They were
Slingbox.
trying to get this as the new thing. It didn't take off yet. But there are a few videos like this out there.
Fuck is wrong with these assholes?
That's the Slingbox.
What was it called in the hood?
Dick Slang.
Yeah.
Dick Slang.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And they all take turns showing all their dicks.
That's a weapon. How gay is this?
Not at all.
That's fucking gay.
It's called Dancing Ant. It's
I
like
don't
Magic
think
Mike.
it is. Yeah, it's very Magic Mike-ish. What's
Look
he
at it.
doing?
Look at it.
Big one.
What?
Of course it is. Look at
I see.
the source.
Yeah. All right.
It's the
Dick Slang.
Madickin.
Yeah.
They want to do some Madickin.
There you go. He's really working his dick.
Right.
Yeah, so that's it. I just want to
No, that's good.
talk about the NFL.
That's good info for today. I did not know that. All right.
I'm still trying to figure out why Ann Curry was groundbreaking.
I don't know.
I Googled Ann Curry groundbreaking, and
Nothing
it's just,
came up, right?
It's just news articles that say groundbreaking reporter Ann Curry, and then just doesn't.
So
give
she
a
She
probably
labeled herself groundbreaking.
She probably did the Howard Stern and gave
Yeah.
herself her own title.
Her own title.
There's no.
People that give their own title.
I'm groundbreaking.
I guess like her father was from Guam,
Give
and her
themselves
mom's
their own
from
title.
Japan.
Why does
really?
that make her groundbreaking?
I don't know.
What does that mean? At this point,
E-Rock's groundbreaking.
At this point, we
Well,
did.
that's a fat joke.
Yeah.
At this,
literally.
at this
Yeah.
point,
Sidewalk
at the-
crack.
I was just gonna say, at this point, like that being first is something we've done it. Stop.
What else are you going to do?
Look how happy Matt Lauer is interviewing this chick. Like, you should have seen what I did to Ann Curry yesterday.
Oh,
That's
man.
what he's talking to her about.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to.
Yeah, go see that bitch around here no more.
I would.
You think there were lots of jokes this morning when everybody walked in and she wasn't there?
And he was like, people are like, he's about to sit down for the interview, and they're going, Matt, don't curry this one up.
They use it as like a word now.
Yep.
It's just a fucking, don't curry this. Come on.
And they all laugh and go, groundbreaking. High five.
Do you think they were at the bar like after the show and were like, fucking groundbreaking? What's that bitch even talking about?
Not only did they do that, but they invited her to come with them, but they told her a different bar.
Just to fuck with her?
She showed up
Where
to the
is
wrong
everybody?
bar. Those assholes did it to me again.
See, we don't have that part of our brains.
What part?
To just be professional and take the high road. No. You know, Ann Curry hates fucking Matt Lauer. Matt Lauer hates Ann Curry. They all hate each other.
Yeah.
But they have to make it sound like it's all good and everyone's okay with it.
Yeah, but they will fuck each other behind the scenes.
Oh, you think they're motherfucking each other?
They're jazzy jeffing each other behind the
man.
scenes.
And Matt Lauer's got all the power.
Groundbreaking is where her ass hit the ground when she was thrown out that fucking door.
Exactly.
Yeah. Man, did they just toss her? Why don't they have more of the new girl there? Where's the new chick?
They're working around
Savannah
slowly.
Guthrie.
I want to see her.
Is that the new girl though?
I think
That's
so,
her right
yeah.
there.
Savannah
God,
Guthrie.
She's a pretty girl.
She's all right. Was she doing the news?
I like that.
She was doing the news.
So yeah, I
bad.
remember her. So they moved her up.
Yeah.
Better than Ann Curry.
Who's going to do the news now?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they'll bring in a new broad. Maybe they'll
Broad.
have some. Maybe there is one news girl who there's a rumor that Matt Lauer had an affair with a few years ago.
What?
Maybe she'll be like the full-time news girl.
Is Matt married?
Yes.
Yeah.
And had an affair in his marriage?
Well, there was a rumor that he had an affair with this chick and was the father of her child.
Whoa.
What?
And Matt Lauer was like,
That's pretty
God, I
bad.
hope you get sued.
Did he deny?
God, I hope
he
you
denied it. They said there was a rumor of that.
Deny.
That you made up.
That you made up.
Yeah.
It was on
You started it.
Radar
That's the
Online
problem.
just today.
Oh, man. Come on.
And the National Enquirer reported that Matt Lauer's wife told him she would divorce him if that girl got the co-host spot.
Really?
If the one that he...
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what the Enquirer
Oh,
reported.
wow.
How about she just divorces him?
Yeah.
Yeah, how about because of the affair and illegitimate child she
Right.
divorces him?
Because
Did
that's
she-
all rumor and hearsay.
Did she give him an ultimatum? It's either me or her. That never works.
It's either me or the Today Show.
It's either me or her. You choose. And then all of a sudden you see her fucking fly up the door.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what happened at my
She gets
house.
Jazzy Jeffed out the door.
Oh, she was Jazzy Jeff right out the fucking door.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Nothing better than making out with a girl that isn't your wife on the couch and both of you turning around from kissing, looking at the front door and watching your drunk wife fall into the house through the screen door. That ruled. What a moment. And then just going back to making out.
High-fiving.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was fantastic.
All right. Should we take a break now?
Why don't we break it up today a little bit?
A little bit instead of talking
Yeah.
for 2.5 straight hours.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Jim Norton's special premieres on Epix.
Yeah.
Epix.
And EpixHD.com tomorrow night at 10 p.m.
I get that on Fios. You got that on Time Warner?
No.
We don't.
That's all right, though. I signed up for a free 14-day trial, and now I get to watch it. So,
Wait, we don't get
Trial.
Epix
I don't know.
in Manhattan?
I know we had it on Fios.
Oh, boy.
So I'll watch online. Fuck
yeah,
that.
if you go to EpixHD.com, you can sign
Yeah.
up for a free 14-day trial, and
Right.
then you can watch Jim's special.
Oh, nice.
Unbelievable that it's not.
Yeah, because this whole time I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I get Epix. But EpixHD.com, perfect for the people that don't get
And
Epix.
I think,
and that's EPIX, by the way.
EPIX. And I think you can watch it, on your iPad, which you can just, if you've got Apple TV, you can
That's
just
pretty
fling
smart
it to
of
your
them.
TV.
That's
And
pretty
your
smart.
Xbox.
And your Xbox, yeah, and
I
Roku and all
got a
sorts
What
of
about your
PlayStation.
sling? What about your slang dick?
You can dick slang it to your TV.
All right, cool. So let's not forget, that's tomorrow night with Jim Norton.
Yes, very excited.
Yes.
The date is October 11th, 1983. It's 7:18 p.m. Detective Club Soda with self-professed organized crime soldier Lyle Chipperson. Okay, Lyle, you're requesting placement in witness protection. What kind of information do you have for us?
Yo, I'm in the mafia. Don't even fuck around with me.
Don't get defensive. Just explain your business here.
I was in the mafia for years. My mob name was Lil Chippy D.
Okay, Lyle. You have no record. You've been seen with none of our organized crime contacts. What was your role?
The hitman.
A hitman?
Mafia hitman.
Right, the mafia. Well, who do you work most closely with?
I ain't no rat.
Then I don't know why you're here. Are you afraid of repercussions?
Yeah, good luck killing me. I carry like fucking bazookas.
Lyle, there's no way you could have carried around a weapon like that. If you're just here to waste my time, I suggest you leave.
Fuck you, cocksucker. I'd shoot and kill everybody. Bury in a hole or something, then we'll see.
Mr. Chipperson, why are you here?
Fucking stupid cocksucker. Start listening, you fucking piece of shit.
I can't believe you wasted our fucking time with this bullshit. Do you know this is a crime?
Make him an offer that no one refuses.
Why don't you do yourself a favor, Lyle? Walk out the door now.
Fuck you.
You're a funny guy. Laugh at this. You like that? How does this feel? Fuck this.
Hi, this is Louis Black.
Hi, this is Jay Moore.
Hi, this is Ricky Gervais.
Hello, this is Louis C.K. And you are right now listening to Opie and Anthony. I don't know you, but I hate you right now.
Yeah, she's a big bitch. Back to the O&A show. We're checking out the new broad on the Today Show. They seem a bit happy at the Today Show this morning.
Yeah. But she's a big girl, not like fat. She's like an Amazon.
I mean, but she's got that hourglass figure.
Yes.
Like, it's just a bigger hourglass.
Yeah. She got wide hips.
Yeah.
And she's taller than Matt Lauer. She towers over fucking Al.
Al.
Al. Okay, Pookie. Pat Benatar is live. Today's show has Maroon 5, and Fox is rocking Pat Benatar. Oh, let's hear how Pat Benatar sounds before they cut her off for a fucking commercial. Oh, there's no one there.
Is this a new song?
Of course.
How about Love is a Battlefield?
Come on.
What are you doing?
How about Promises in the Dark, goddammit?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Running with the shadows of the night.
Yeah.
What better way to get fired up on a
boy. Oh, it's their intro music.
Wow.
Pat Benatar coming up, 8:50 a.m.
They just never
They
let them
invite
play.
these artists on and then fuck them in the ass.
Yeah.
Like, what was that?
Intro music.
Yeah.
They're using them as bumpers.
Because we didn't, that wasn't a work in progress. Then.
No.
That's what they just did. We picked it up right when they started that.
Jesus.
They go, Pat Benatar at 8:50, and no, she's outside now.
Yeah,
Pat Benatar
exactly.
Now.
She's singing some Who Gives a Fuck song.
In your parking lot in front of 24 people.
We drive right by. It's you can't drive by the Today Show when they have these artists. But we have Fox right across the street, and they set up a stage too. And man, that road's never closed. It's never closed for anyone.
Depending on the artist, you can't walk by the Today Show.
That's what you can't even get within blocks.
Right. When they had Gaga on, it was like wall to wall everything.
Not even the street. The sidewalk isn't even full over there at Fox.
No, yeah.
Every Friday, I drive as they're setting up the stage, and I roll my window down. Hey, who's playing today? And then they try to answer me, and what they get is a window in their face. I don't give a fuck.
Who gives a shite?
I don't give a fuck. Hey, so I was at this meditation class last night, Ann, and I won't bore you with the ins and outs, but there was something that was said that was very, very interesting to me.
Aww.
The lady teaching the course, she's very well known in the yoga community.
There's a yoga community?
Oh, yeah, and she's an older broad. She's got to be at least 70.
Oh, wow.
And she's put together very, very nicely, so there's got to be something with the yoga.
70?
Got to be something with the yoga and the meditation, because she's still doing it.
Wow.
And she's at least 70. I don't even know. But she said that talking about knowledge and vastness and whatnot, and you think your mind has limitations and all that. And I'm not going to bore people with the spirituality shit, but what she said, which was great. She said when she was growing up, there was only one known galaxy, which is true, right? Even we know that, right? There was one galaxy when we were growing up.
No, I don't think so. Wait a minute.
She is older than us. How many galaxies were there when we were growing up?
Galaxies? Well, galaxies are fucking infinite. They really don't even know.
But that's my point.
Yeah.
You jumped ahead. When we were growing up, they didn't say it was infinite. That's my complete point. She said when she was growing up and learning in school that they said there was one known galaxy.
Really? Okay.
And now she says, now in the year 2012, they're estimating there's at least 400 billion.
Yeah.
So why the fuck? Here's my point. Why do we attempt to learn anything in school? Because it's all wrong in the end.
It's all.
How many planets did we have when we were growing up?
9.
There's a lot more than 9 now.
Not in our solar system. There's actually less. What is there? They took Pluto and threw that out.
Why?
Jazzy Jeff Pluto.
Planetoid.
Look, if it's a marble in the sky, it's a planet.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me with the moon shit.
I don't like the idea that they threw out Pluto. I kind of always liked that. But
Is that
now
because
there's
that's a moon or something?
8 planets. No, it's a planetoid. It doesn't quite fit the bill of a planet.
Oh, really?
The orbit is different than what constitutes a planet.
How about you redefine what a planet is then? They're all planets. What are they talking about?
They don't consider
There's
Pluto
only
a
two
planet anymore.
There's only 2 masses in space. You got the asteroid. All right, well, no, the sun is in. Well, weren't the planets the suns? So they're the same thing too.
The sun, no, the sun is the sun.
No, but other things were suns.
Well,
and then they burned out.
Well, yeah, you would get a black hole or a pulsar,
right?
Or even a post nova star can make a nebula.
But my point is this: we didn't learn about black holes when we were growing up. They didn't have black holes yet.
No, they really weren't throwing that
We
around.
only had a
in
couple,
school.
just a few, we'll call it planets, and we had maybe 1 or 2 galaxies, and now all that is just wrong. So it was a waste of time, a complete waste of time when we were struggling through school trying to get the A's on our exams.
Yeah,
I would love to. I would love to get an old exam from when we were in high school to see how much shit is wrong, especially in the science community.
They had a lot of
math
shit
is math,
wrong.
obviously.
Yeah,
math hasn't really. Well, I guess it has developed, but in general, the math we all learned in school, the older guys out there and the older women,
numbers and numbers,
numbers and numbers. There you go. But science is completely different.
Yeah.
Astronomy is completely different.
It's what you learn and what you know is discovered. I mean, I think the things that have changed the most as far as our solar system goes from the time we were in school till now is they were able to pick out a couple of more moons, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't have quite a grasp on all the moons of all the planets. Other things like axis of certain planets that they spin on.
Right.
They figured that shit out. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure, though, they knew there was going to be some galaxies. You know, they knew there were a lot of like galaxies. I don't know what she was talking about. Like,
I think they thought it was just one big galaxy out there instead of separate galaxies.
I don't know.
To the tune of at least 400 billion at this point.
Well, when you look
what
at
do they say?
like,
There's more than grains of sand. I forget that one. Planets, galaxies.
Galaxies are what make up. They're a bunch of your star systems make up the galaxy.
Right.
And then your star systems make up solar systems with planets orbiting around them, and then your various gases and whatnot. But for the most part, your galaxies are groups of stars. Ours is the Milky Way. It's that little S-shaped kind of swirly thing. They're the swirly things. The universe contains all the galaxies and all that empty space.
How many universes are there?
Well, that's up for debate. The normal answer is 1, the giant, vast void that we reside in and everything else in the universe lives in. Mm-hmm. But then, you know, there's alternate universes and things like that.
Multiverse.
Multiverse.
Does the
Multiverse.
Does the vastness creep you out when you're trying to go to bed at night?
Not when I'm trying to go to bed at night, but there are occasions where you start thinking about it and you real quick you go, I can't wrap my mind around it. Shit.
Right.
I thought I had it for a second. No.
Especially when I was younger. That was a horror movie in my head.
Oh, yeah.
When you try to wrap your little dumb brain around it.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's like, wait, is there an end to the universe?
Yeah.
And then if there's an end, what's past that? Because it can't just be an end. There has to be something on the other side of the wall of the universe.
There are certain galaxies that have gone through each other. They collide.
What?
In some way. But there's so much empty space. They're so huge that they just pass right through each other without any collisions or anything. It's amazing how that's another thing. You can't think of size. Like that type of size, you can't wrap your mind around it.
Right.
For a galaxy, our own galaxy, Milky Way galaxy, from one side to the next, you can't imagine that size. You can't imagine how big the sun is, never mind like a bunch of suns making up a galaxy. It's crazy.
Well, the point being, though, when she was growing up, it's a lot different than what we know now.
I'm sure a lot of her science was wrong.
Yeah, and I mean, she's at least 70, so we're talking 50 years ago minimum.
Yeah? What
A
year
lot of
was
things
that?
have changed.
Was that the 50s? Bang a dang dang a dang a dong bang bang. Hey, you hear? We only have 9 planets. Bang a dang dang. Hey, Cunningham. There it is. Hey, you hear the Earth is flat? Yeah, I knew that. Why don't we get some broads and rape them? It's legal, right? Sure it is. It's the 50s. Hey. What is that, a Negro? Get out of here. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it goes, there are more stars than there are grains of sand. There you go. Okay.
No, there ain't.
Yeah, there is. Fonzie.
Bang a dang dang. Yeah.
Why did we did that break?
What?
Or, Fonzie's office was the bathroom. That was a little strange.
I just watched Happy Days 2 days ago on one of those channels.
Any guy asking you to go in the bathroom, he's looking for something.
Yeah. It was so bad.
What was that about?
I know. Yeah, come to the bathroom, Cunningham.
In my office.
My office. I watched Happy Days the other day. It was all right.
Is it dated?
It's unwatchable unless you're watching it to get mad.
Why?
Because it's just so bad, and to think that was the #1 show in the country.
It was massively huge.
It's horrible. So here was the premise: Arnold's, and it was what's his name with the nose there?
Al.
Good old Al.
Al Delvecchio. Al wanted to get into the get his place into the World Record book. They didn't say Guinness Book of World Records. It was like some other fucking Mulligan's fucking Book of Records or something.
Right.
So they wanted to set a record in the place, in Al's place there. So everybody's like, Richie had a girl on his shoulders and was trying to do that for like hours, and then Fonzie's cousin came, and he was going to set a record. He was like clumsy guy of how many quarters you could put on your elbow and then catch them.
I used to do that move.
Of
you
course,
ever try
yeah.
that move?
Yeah. Take one, but the record was something like 40, I think.
Okay.
Or 38, and he was going to do 40, but he couldn't do it. Like, he was like, I can't do this, Fonzie. And I'm watching this and thinking, this guy is such a bad actor. It was horrible.
Can we find the scene on YouTube?
How bad an actor this guy was during the entire show.
Right.
And then I realized why. They didn't get an actor. They got a guy that could catch the quarters off his arm and then threw him in there to fucking play the guy.
And didn't give a fuck that he couldn't act.
Yeah, because at the end, he actually had to take 40 quarters
and do it.
And catch them all in his hands. So in order to do that, they had to get a guy that wasn't
So they had
an
to
actor.
sacrifice the acting part.
Yes, it was terrible.
By the way, I do know The Sun is a Star.
The Sun is a Star. So Fonzie, though, in this was unwatchable.
Really? I got to
He's
see the
doing all
scene
kinds
now.
of his. Say here it is.
The Book of Records, Part 3.
I think it was, Magnolia Book of Records.
Magilla.
Oh,
Magilla. Gorilla. For sale.
For sale.
Run up.
So,
there he is.
Yeah, here he is now. He's trying to catch.
Oh, the artist. Horrendous.
I can't do it, Con. Hey, wait a minute. What do you mean you can't do it? At least you're keeping up the coins on the elbow now. That's half the trick, ain't it?
Oh, God.
But once again, he's in the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh,
Another
he's always-
dude.
My office.
My office.
My office. Yeah, it was unwatchable. I don't know how that show was. Everyone had to watch it every week.
Well,
Happy Days is on.
We only had 3 channels.
Yeah, that's true.
I think a lot of these shows were so huge because we had no other choices.
There weren't any other choices. Yes, Mr. Rock.
With Happy Days, you could always tell where they were in the run of the show based on Fonzie and his motorcycle. Like in the early days, you'd see him riding it.
Yeah.
A little bit later, he's always just kind of straddling it, but kind of walking it in.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, they just got rid of the bike.
No more
completely.
motorcycle. No Fonzie on the motorcycle. Well, Henry Winkler talked about how he just couldn't ride a motorcycle.
Right.
He was not very good at it. I also there's that channel that Me, I guess it's called, and they play all these old shows. And when I get home, before I take my nap, I turn it on because Cannon is on.
Oh, God.
Cannon, a Quinn Martin production. That show also is just so bad.
Yeah, who would ever listen to Cannon?
I don't know.
That out of shape guy.
They did a racial one the other day. I just found it hilarious. Cannon.
In what way? What was the racial angle?
Well, the racial angle was a white guy was going out with this black chick, and he wanted to marry her, but I guess the white father of the white guy didn't want him marrying this black chick, and she winds up getting killed. Cannon.
So it could have been
Quentin Martin Production.
The father of the guy that did it?
Yeah, that's what he had to figure out. But now the brother and friends of the black chick, like Cannon goes to talk to them, and of course he finds them on a basketball court, and they're like, "What do you want, fat man?" And they're all like, "That's jive, turkey."
Do they have the combs in their hair?
They had big afros.
All right, let's find this.
It was
Sam.
just so embarrassing and black and
stereotypical,
crazy, and yeah. And Cannon, I always talk about how fat Cannon was. He was fatter than I ever remembered. Like his stomach went out so far. He was so fat. And then his phone in his car. I always love that one. The little curly Q cord. Mm-hmm. And he used to have to call mobile operator. Mobile operator, get me 555 Cannon. Yeah, that's good. Shows up in the polka dots on the screen.
Well, that was
Cannon.
That was production.
Martin Production.
Starring William Conrad. With guest stars. Michael Tolan. Marge Doucet. James Luisi. Severn Darden.
Severn Darden, who? Tonight's episode.
Bad Cats and Sudden Death.
Is this the one you saw?
I don't know.
I don't know that it is.
Bad Cats. What?
I just thought it would be fun to throw on some Cannon.
Those guest stars are horrible.
Are you kidding me?
Act 1. Epilogue.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. But sometimes, even if you don't know their names, you watch these shows, and all of these shows, Mannix and Barnaby Jones, and all these detective shows of this time, they all had the same guest stars.
Fat.
It's like, I know that guy. I don't know his name, but I know that guy.
They just kind of made the circuit.
They all made the rounds. They were like there were like 10 guys that were the bad guy, the father, the friend, the family member, whatever it was, that were always guest stars on these shows.
They loved character actors back then.
Yes, and they loved sticking with the same ones. It was great. Macmillan and wife.
Jen in Erie, Pennsylvania writes, "Aunt, holy shit, you could be my grandfather with this shit."
Yeah?
Whoa.
Can we be grandfathers?
I probably could, yeah. Sure. Could be.
Can I be a grandfather?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Shut
definitely.
the fuck up, Sam.
Let's see. If I had a kid.
I don't think there's many grandfathers that were children of the 80s, so you relax right the fuck there.
I'll agree with that statement.
Can I be a
If I
grandfather?
had a kid when I was 20, let's say.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
What age did I
31. Of course I could.
What age did I have a kid?
Say you had a kid at, even if you had a kid at 22.
All right, 22.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you could be a grandfather. Definitely.
Easily.
Someone goes, don't start doing the math, Anthony. It gets creepy.
You guys could be grandfathers without there being controversy.
Right. It wouldn't even be like, wow, that's a
little young
for a granddad.
I mean, it might have been a struggle, but it's certainly not unacceptable.
You know, what are you going to do? Come
Easily.
Come on now. Hey.
I'm sorry my knowledge on the universe wasn't that great. But that shit always scared me.
What happened?
I don't really like learning about that.
It's creepy. It's scary.
It is, right?
I don't think about it before I go to bed, but that exact feeling of losing sleep and just getting terrified about it was happening to me while you guys were talking about it.
Right.
Oh.
Like I was just thinking about the planet.
Well, we all know we're going to die, but then you go, all right, I'm going to die, but people will be around after me that kind of know who I am. Oh, wait, and then those people will die, and then there'll be other people that sort of know who I was.
Yes, fade
and
away.
then fast forward a mere another generation after that, and this whole thing was useless.
I never forget when I was like 8 years old, probably.
What?
I never forget. I was 8 years old, and I was on a plane.
Yeah.
And I looked down, and I was like, look at all those cars, and they each have like 4 people in them.
Yeah.
There's like all these people. Wow, that's so cool. And then I thought to myself, I don't know who any of them are, and they'll never mean anything to me.
Oh.
And then I was like, but they don't know who I am.
Anxiety attack.
And then all of a sudden, life is insignificant. Oh my God. I'm not special.
That's why you gotta just have a good time, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's creepy.
It was just
I don't know if there's any real deep meaning.
Have a good time all the
just gets
time.
thrown at you.
That's my philosophy, Marty.
Right on.
Spinal Tap.
And you gotta believe at this point there's a lot of fucking life out there.
What do you mean? In the galaxy?
There has to be.
The universe?
Because let's say you go with the traditional God thing. So God decides one planet out of billions and billions and billions and billions of planets out there.
Yeah.
He decides, you know what? Yeah, well, I got this amazing thing in front of me, but I'm just going to put life on one little thing. That's stupid.
Yeah. But you don't know. Maybe this was just an anomaly.
All right, yeah, but do the math.
See, there's an actual scientific thing that says if there is one of something, it does not necessarily mean there is another.
Gotcha.
If there are two of something, it probably means there's more.
Right.
Whoa. Think about that for a while. So, life on this one planet does not necessarily mean there's life elsewhere. If we ever did find life on another planet, it probably means that there's life in a bunch of fucking places.
I think there's life all over the fucking place.
Yeah,
I've always been of the theory that there's life elsewhere.
There has to be.
But they've never visited us because if they had the technology to visit us, then what could we possibly have for them? They've already beaten us. Why would they come visit us and take us over if they already have the technology to visit us?
And why would they need this place?
They don't need it.
When there's billions and billions of other places they could pick.
Right. They just look at us and laugh. Like, look at
Has to
those
be.
cavemen.
There has to be a shitload of life out there.
I bet there is.
There has to be.
It's too vast for there not to be.
Too vast and too many possibilities.
You think there's another Opie and Anthony show?
Oh, that
With
weird
aliens?
shit?
Parallel universe?
That weird shit?
Doppelgangers?
Yeah, you think there's string theory?
Well, there's string cheese.
I remember a
Delicious.
movie, it was called
Love
Doppelganger, this movie, and there was another Earth exactly on the other side of the sun.
What?
Exactly, so we never saw it.
Oh, how cool is that? How do we know that's not happening?
It was a
How do we know that's not happening? What?
Well, we've sent other
Wait, what movie
probes
was this?
around. It's called Doppelganger. And then they finally figured it out,
Right.
and they sent a ship. But as they sent the ship, the other planet was running exactly the same way. It was the same people, everything, but kind of a mirror image of it.
Right.
And so they sent another ship, and the guys got there and said, must be a fucking problem. We must have gone off course because this is the same fucking place. But then things were a little different, and the guys with their families and shit wasn't right, and they had to get back, and it was fucked up. It's called Doppelganger.
Was it a good movie?
I don't know. I saw it years ago. It probably sucks.
Yeah, but they didn't know what
What a
planet.
great concept.
I thought Capricorn 1 was good.
What a
It had
great
O.J.
concept,
Simpson
though.
in it.
Yeah, it sure did.
That was the one where they went to Mars, but they realized that before they launched them, they realized that the ship would never make it to Mars. But they needed the funding for the space program. If they told everyone, hey, the ship ain't going to make it.
Right.
So what they did was they launched the ship with no one in it and just let it go and treated it like they were actually going to Mars. And they put them on a set and let the three guys act like they were going to Mars. And then when they got back, they said that the ship had crashed on Earth after the mission was done and that everyone was dead and they're martyrs and they would want the space program to continue and everything. And then the three astronauts are like, holy fuck, they killed us off. They can't let us now go home. So the whole thing was them trying to get back and escape from this place.
The astronauts didn't realize that
They
they were
didn't
gonna
realize that they were now going to be killed
They were all
to
gonna
keep
be murdered,
quiet.
right.
And
Conspiracy.
it was the guy from the T.D. Waterhouse commercials now.
Oh, boy.
It was him, O.J. Simpson.
Right.
And who was the third guy? I think it was Mrs. or Mr. Barbara Streisand, was it? James Brolin.
was James Brolin.
James Brolin and O.J. Simpson were the three astronauts.
People forget how beloved O.J. Simpson was.
He was the nicest black guy on the planet at the time.
On the sidelines.
Harmless, smiling.
He was a black guy that white people could, love.
Yeah.
Oh, those fucking
He was one of
fathers
those
of the
guys.
daughters he would date?
Yeah.
They didn't care he was black. He's
No
OJ.
way.
He's
Go
OJ.
OJ, go.
Making people laugh in all those silly naked gun
Go
movies.
OJ, go. Yeah.
Well,
That space stuff
I liked
is
that one,
scary.
is it scary?
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Oh, never
Space
mind.
be scary.
There was a Spider-Man thing on the Today Show. I want to see what they're saying about
Spider-Man.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that space shit's scary. Or is it?
I think it definitely is.
Ah,
Because you can get lost out there, and it's forever.
I love how humans think they know stuff. We don't know shit.
That's why I think.
We know a very tiny percentage of shit.
And that goes right back to your point.
I mean, teeny tiny.
Of what you learn in school. Because it's like.
We don't know shit.
It's all magic in space. None of it makes any sense.
Right. You know, this yoga thing yesterday again with the meditation, and they have like Sanscripts from like 5 BC.
What? What is that?
Going back to between 8 and 10 BC. So it's like predates Christianity and Judaism and all that, right?
Whoa.
So it's another form of religion, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a religion that's a little more pure than some of the ones today. Maybe, I'm just
Right.
saying. But then you're like, oh, wow. That's a long time ago, so maybe they're onto something. But then you think, you know, then there's time before that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then time before that. It's all nonsense. What do we really know?
Well,
We
it's
know
that whole-
little tiny little pieces of the puzzle.
It's that whole recorded history thing. See the
Is that what fucks us up, you think?
Yeah, before really recorded history, it's kind of vague, and you don't know really what came before that. And
right.
But then once people started chiseling some shit on walls and then figuring out, you know, like how to write shit down, a language,
right,
and then preserve it in books and whatnot, then it started becoming pretty good as far as like being able to pass that along.
Do you think there was a whole civilization on Earth that just got completely wiped out?
Given the ability for archaeologists and whatnot to date things, and they've done a pretty good timeline job on Earth from the time it was created, from the primordial ooze and goo and fucking star particles.
What if they
to now?
What if they would have dug just slightly deeper and they would have found
found something?
a very old floppy disk? Would that change a lot of things, you think?
Would
imagine they were a mere inch away from discovering, oh my God.
Would an ape make a human doll that talked?
Right.
Damn you.
Imagine all those guys had to do is just dig a little deeper below the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And there was some shit. That would be a good movie right there.
Yeah.
Let's write that up.
Because they just stopped digging when they got the dinosaurs. They're like,
Yeah.
great, we found them.
Right.
Our work is done.
Imagine.
Right under the dinosaur.
Right on. I mean, right the
It's a
fuck under.
MacBook.
Yeah.
MacBook.
Whoa.
Or a version of a MacBook or
First
a car.
one.
Yeah.
Yes, Rex?
It's like Easter Island. They just decided to dig near the heads and found out the statue has a whole complete body buried under there. They never thought to dig near the thing.
They did. They found body statues underneath the giant heads of Easter Island.
So
not all of them, but
why were they buried, or was
Yeah,
that
they were
time?
buried.
It wasn't time, like just kind of throwing some sand on it.
I don't know. What
Sand
did
and
that
dirt?
decide to be? Was that time and tide and erosion and whatnot, or did they bury it? I don't know. Why would they bury it?
Wait, the Easter Island thing happened this week. We didn't talk about it. They finally figured out how that shit got there?
Did they?
I think so.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't talk about this.
Mario?
Yeah.
Mario?
Yeah. Didn't Pink Floyd use that for one of their album covers?
What?
I think so.
Oh, the big line of Easter Island statues?
Oh.
Yeah, there they are. They're the body ones. Yeah.
I want to say something to that broad that I have a connection with that is a hardcore fan of this show. She knows who she is. Get me my Roger Waters tickets. Thank you.
Yee.
Oh, you're talking about
Plugola, baby.
in the
Plugola.
stadium?
Oh.
What?
At the stadium?
I'm not giving away where it is. Maybe I'm going somewhere else to see Roger Waters.
Please tell us where.
So to that broad, I want some Floyd tickets. Pronto. Text me. Thank you.
You couldn't send like a nice email?
See life in the best.
Oh, they just cut off Pat Benatar.
Oh,
that
man.
time she was on for those 2 seconds.
And that was it.
And by the way,
I saw them go to Pat Benatar, so I quickly hit the button, and they went to commercial.
2 seconds.
She was on 2 seconds
Great.
that time.
Travis texted me that while they went back into the newsroom,
Yeah.
him and Danny in the office could hear Pat Benatar from outside.
Oh,
That means
yeah.
there's not a lot of people out there. She used to be huge.
Boy.
Proving our point that in the end, it just doesn't matter.
And there's a Maroon 5 playing for
a lot of people.
the Today Show audience. And
Oh.
yeah, there does seem to be quite a few people there.
Yeah.
Oh, man, look at that.
I have bad news.
What happened?
What?
We had a guest book today that is not going to be able to be on the show.
Who's that? It's either Sauce Guy?
No, Sauce Guy is still coming.
Ian
Sauce Guy
Halpern?
was supposed to be here at 8.
Well, that's a rolling booking.
Ian Halpern's not going to be on the phone?
His Highness Hollywood is not going to be able to call in today.
He was supposed to be our surprise guest today. And now he's canceling on us.
Why is he
Does he
canceling?
understand we were trying to cancel on him this very morning?
Exactly.
He's at a
And
film
he beat
shoot.
us to the punch?
He's at a film shoot for a documentary he's directing.
No, he's not.
On what?
I don't know. He's probably undercover.
Didn't Troy get naked with him?
I stripped down to his underwear, yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah. I don't know why he did that, but
Sounds
he did
fun.
it.
Were they brawling down?
No, it got weird in that hotel room.
Yeah.
Did get weird.
Yeah, there was no other press there. It's just me and
I
Troy.
can leave it you.
Troy in his underwear. And
Yeah.
Sauce Guy just checked in.
Oh, good.
So,
Sauce Guy. I didn't even know this was happening.
you don't want sauce?
I don't care.
Me neither.
What kind of sauce is it?
Meat sauce.
Meat sauce.
Meat sauce.
Yeah.
Is it good? Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Space and how crazy it is.
Yeah, it is crazy. But maybe it's not crazy.
I'll bet it is. How could you have something forever? That's crazy.
It would be a cruel joke to give us such high intelligence and then have nothing after this. That is the cruelest of jokes. I'd rather be a bug.
Bug.
Just a dumb thing that doesn't give a fuck and doesn't really think past the fact that it just fucks and eats. It'd be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't have to. Just that we have the ability to think that there could be these crazy things going on.
And if there isn't, that is the cruelest fucking joke.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Why would you give us that ability?
I'd rather be a bird and just fly around and fuck other birds and eat and maybe build a nest every once in a while.
The only purpose of having
That's your whole life. That would be great.
The only purpose of having an imagination is that maybe somewhere there's some crazy shit going on.
Right. That somehow this leads to something else that's just even more amazing.
Otherwise, yeah, just be a dog and be like,
otherwise,
my food bowl's
it's the
empty.
biggest fucking prank ever.
Yes.
Maybe that's what it is.
Is God part of the Jackass crew?
He could be. Maybe
the
God is
hell
Ryan
is
Dunn.
that?
Oh, that's from
You're a kid. You have a kid. You know this.
That's Despicable Me shit.
What?
It
I
is.
love how you know
Down
this
there.
now.
She'll be at Universal Orlando Resort next week, I believe, when you actually kick this off. So we're going to get to see it firsthand.
Fantastic. Hey, Chris, by
I
the way,
told you,
is it true
Despicable
that you
Me,
fashion...
You
which is a
know.
pretty good movie.
You know.
What?
They're called Minions.
See, E-Rock knows it even further.
Why do you know
I just
that,
know
Rock?
it's those dumb things from Despicable Me.
Rock, why do you know?
Because the movie's great.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
is.
bad.
I've seen it. It's not that good.
Steve Carell's not bad in
Jason
that.
Segel's in
Steve
it.
Carell is the
Yeah.
Russian dude. We did this break too.
It's not.
I was amazed that was him.
It's not as good as Ice Age.
It was better than Ice Age. Some of the Ice Age movies were good.
All three of them.
Huh?
Awesome. And there's a new one coming out.
Is there really?
Yep.
So, yeah, I know this stuff, Ann. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You should have seen Despicable Me.
Should I have?
I think so. It's one of those animations you probably should have saw.
Oh, yeah?
You don't have to see all of them, but that one maybe you should have seen.
Oh, yeah?
You don't like animations?
I do. But that looked like it was a little too kid showy.
I'm getting sick of them because now they're on constantly.
Is that it?
Yeah. So I throw Family Guy on because it's cartoons.
Yeah. Oh, all they want is like cartoons.
What?
For the kid?
Yeah.
All they want are cartoons, though. That's fine, right?
I watch, he watches.
Yeah. You get a little something out of it, so does he.
Yeah.
Yeah, until he, repeats something, then I guess I'm fucked and have to, figure something out.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Meat sauce, like semen or spaghetti and meat sauce. Verification, please. No, we're doing pasta day. Today's pasta day.
Is it pasta? Are they
We
bringing
didn't really,
pasta or
we
just
didn't really
sauce?
promote it.
I thought we were just
heavily.
going to do shots of sauce or something.
I thought we were doing deep dish pizza day, but for some reason that is
why not, huh?
falling through the cracks.
Why aren't we getting any of that there deep dish pizza?
Pizza.
Do you like pasta when they fancy it up being an Italian guy?
Oh, I like some good pasta.
Yeah. Don't you like just a regular, plain,
I like a
run-of-the-mill pasta? Don't
It could
fancy
be
it up with all that shit.
Could be tomato sauce. Could be what you call your meat sauce.
And
I don't
that's
care.
it, right?
I love them both.
What about peas? When they throw the peas in the
No,
pasta.
get that shit out of my pasta.
Are you a white sauce pasta guy?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
When I know I could have a red sauce, I can't have a white sauce. Period.
Yeah. I do like
Clams
I
and
do
red
like
sauce
it
or clams and white sauce?
Well,
come on. Right answer is
red sauce. Yeah.
That a boy. Yeah. That a boy.
Yeah. I know.
Oh my God. On cue. Look how much fucking food they brought.
Oh boy.
Bring Roland here immediately. Leave the guys outside. Let them do their thing.
Boy.
I want to know what's going on.
Boy.
Dude, my mouth just started watering.
Is it?
I didn't eat dinner last night. I'm
Great.
starving. Between meditation and Spider-Man.
Oh,
I was
man.
busy. Roland, first of all, what did you think of Spider-Man? You were there, too.
I enjoyed it. I didn't fall asleep.
No, well, you don't fall asleep as much since you lost a bit
Yeah.
of weight and you're exercising.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was really good. It was like an awesome 3D.
The 3D was good, right?
And the spider, that when he goes, "Pzzz," what's this, webs?
Oh, when we all got splooged on?
We got splooged on a couple times.
We got splooged on. And
splooged on?
We really did, yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. They threw cum at us.
Jesus.
You got cum thrown at you?
That's what they were basically trying to say, but they were trying to keep it, friendly for the kids.
Yeah.
But every adult in there is like, holy fuck, did you just splooge on me? What the fuck?
It was cool, though, when he was swinging around the city, too. The shots.
Splooge.
The aerial shot, because you just see his arm swinging.
I think that was way better than the Tobey Maguire version of Spider-Man, because Ant was asking earlier. Yeah, when he's flying around the city. Now, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But this made it just more vast. It was like a vastness.
That's
to it.
the thing
It was
that-
cool.
And this
That's what you
Spider-Man
need.
jumps off of more high buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield.
You like
I like
the-
him better than Toby.
Why?
He plays more
Cuter?
Oh my God! LOL. Yes.
LOL.
LOL.
OMG.
Maybe an OMG.
Maybe an OMG and LOL. What the fuck are you talking about?
What is that about?
How would you LOL?
I don't know.
I thought, it just came out. I'm like,
Why do you like him better?
He plays a better Peter Parker, more nerdier than Tobey Maguire.
Real Tobey Maguire was fucking nerdy as fuck at the beginning.
He's ripped and everything. Yeah.
Well, they gave him a big cock, too. This Spider-Man has a big cock.
Got big units?
Yeah, they decided to show a massive bulge in the
Emma-
Spider-Man uniform.
And
I don't
Emma
know what
Stone
that's
is
about.
hot in the movie too.
Who?
Emma Stone, the blonde.
Yeah, but she seemed a little too old to play 17.
But she's hot.
Maybe that's a slight, problem.
And then,
She's really hot.
then Dan Slurry was awesome.
Yeah, Larry was great as the police chief. He was really good.
Yeah, it was good though.
Martin
Yeah.
Sheen was good. And
Sally Fields.
Sally Field. Learned it's Field, not Fields this morning. Was really good.
My bad. LOL.
You like the special effects?
Yeah, it was awesome.
You like the lizard?
Yeah, it was. He was good.
He was good.
He was good.
The lizard was good.
What other movie was he in?
Love Actually.
That's
Oh.
What?
Oh no, Notting Hill. Notting Hill.
Nope. Recently.
Oh, recently.
Jason's-
Pirate Radio.
5-year engagement, baby. He was
Oh,
the
yeah,
professor.
Yeah, yeah.
He was the professor in 5-year engagement.
He's good in rom-coms.
He's a rom-com guy.
Yeah.
Fucking rom-coms.
He played Hugh Grant's best friend in Notting Hill.
Oh, nodding off. That fucking movie.
Did you see it?
Everything with him in it. It's terrible.
You actually
It's good.
saw that?
There were a couple of movies I had to see.
What is
back
that
in
one
the
about?
Day.
Where Julia Roberts is a big famous actress. She meets Hugh Grant in his town, Notting Hill, while filming the movie. And they fall in love.
Is the most every movie he's in is so incredibly boring.
Hugh Grant? He's
Yes.
charming.
Except for Love
It's
Actually.
not charming.
What?
Love Actually was really good.
What?
Love Actually.
What?
Love Actually.
What?
Have you ever seen About a Boy?
That's good.
That's a great movie.
Hugh Grant.
About a Boy, Hugh Grant.
Are you going to see that Mikey movie, or what was it called?
Magic Mike.
Are you going to see Magic Mike?
No.
I was thinking perhaps we could go out to dinner this evening if you would be so inclined to. Oh, God, do something.
He's
Well-
much more charming than that.
Oh, no, he's terrible.
The problem with him is he plays the exact same character in every movie,
Every
too.
single
He's not
movie.
he's not a good actor.
Every single movie.
He's not a good actor.
Like
No.
Mickey Blue Eyes when he played the mafia
His
guy.
best role was getting a blowjob from that black chick.
Holla.
What was her name?
Divine Brown.
Brown. Yeah, motherfucker.
Would you let Divine Brown suck your dick?
Divine, but no. Ugh. She
Why?
wasn't very divine, that one.
She was all right.
She was brown, but
She was
not
back
very
in the-
divine, motherfucker.
She was back. She was pretty good in those back in those days.
One of them sisters, yo.
Yeah,
She had those
and that
pillow lips.
changed Jay Leno's
Pillow lips.
ratings when he had Hugh Grant on after that.
Oh, and he said, "What were you thinking?"
Yeah. And
Actually, that was good. Why am I making fun? What's wrong? She's all right there, Aunt. Come
Oh, God, that
on.
looks like a man.
Look at those big lips.
Oh, it looks like a stop sign on her face. That's terrible. It's huge.
That's not bad.
Huge.
She got sloppy after that, but when she was first arrested, not bad.
Some nasty fucking hooker he picks up. Jesus Christ.
So we're gonna.
Terrible.
What's going on with Sauce Day?
They're here.
And
And
what do
what
we
is
get?
it?
You get pasta and then the little bread boats with sauces. The sauce. It's phenomenal.
Which sauce should I try?
It's their signature sauce, Sunday gravy. It's beyond amazing.
Is it healthy?
Yeah, it has your protein and tomatoes and stuff.
What?
Your protein and tomatoes.
What are you talking about, protein and tomatoes?
Did you get your tomato intake
What
for
are
the
you
day?
talking
I think
about?
the meat is the protein, and the
Yeah.
tomatoes are your vegetables. So this is a perfect meal.
Ah, thank you. Yes.
This is perfect.
Perfect.
This is perfect. Yes.
Yeah, sounds great. I'm ready.
All right. Heard a crazy theory about space that messed his head up. All right, let's see what Canada has to say
My
about space.
pants came down at the TSA.
I want to say hi to everyone moving to Canada today. Graham, a lot of people saying on the Twitter they're moving to Canada today. So
why?
Because of the healthcare thing, the Obama thing.
Oh,
Graham, what do you got, buddy?
Well, my stoner friend planted this idea in my head because space always messed with me. Talks about multiple universes, infinite universes for every possibility. He said every time you dream, you're watching yourself in an alternate universe.
Oh.
How cool is that? See, that doesn't scare me. That's cool.
That one always just kind of messed with my brain.
That's kind of cool. Why would that mess with your brain?
I don't know.
That isn't a fucking viable theory.
I mean, I'm nailing all kinds of hot chicks in other universes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really.
Oh, what? I can't run in alternate universes. What happens? I'm trying to run and I can't.
And you got cement legs.
Oh, when I have a gun in an alternate universe and I
Never
have to
goes
fucking
off.
use something, the bullets don't fit in the gun. They
Right.
fall out the barrels. It doesn't work. The gun falls apart in my hand.
I've forgotten to go to gym class every single day for an entire school year.
Right.
Many times in other
Yeah,
universes.
yeah.
But let's talk about dreaming for a second. Now,
I like dreaming, 'cause dreaming can make me... Ugh. Remember that song?
No.
I like dreaming.
Wow, I don't know that one.
You don't know that one?
Is that the doo-wop era?
It's terrible. No, that
You
was
say
like
era
the
or
70s.
era?
I say era or era. No, I say
Either way
era,
is good,
I
though?
guess. I
Era
say
works.
era because it gets mixed up with error.
Era.
I'm working on my vocabulary.
It's doing very well
Thank
so
you,
far.
sir. Thank you.
Ah, shit.
I got a long way to go, but I'm working on it. That dreaming shit, there's
Yeah.
got to be something to it. But
I just think it's your mind. It's kind of sleeping, so things get a little fucked up.
So, nah, your mind is your mind. That's why it's fucked up. You know what I mean? No,
you
think
just-
about that.
You just put me in a coma for a second.
But
I
think
actually
about it.
slipped into a 1 second long coma.
That's why it's fucked up, though, because your mind is your mind. It's there. So why does it get all weird when you sleep, unless it's trying to do something else?
Well, it goes into sleep mode. Like you're not
Well,
just
why-
sleeping isn't just your physical body shutting down or slowing down. Your mind too goes into sleep mode. So all
Why
those
doesn't it
memories and thoughts and senses that you normally have when you're awake
Yeah.
are still there. But you know, I don't know.
I think it's some kind of porthole to something.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Because why wouldn't like your mind just shut down?
But like when you're half awake, you're thinking weird stuff. Like
Not
you ever
really.
be if you're half awake.
I think really,
And
and
there's-
I think pretty well all the time, Sam.
No, if you're half awake, if you're not asleep but your eyes are shut, you could have a whole story going on.
Like a daydream.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you wake up and go, "Holy shit!"
But why does your brain continue to work while you're sleeping? Like
It's got to do something.
Get you bored.
But who
Like
decided
the
that?
skeleton crew comes on.
Or why? Or maybe that's something else.
Fucks around with
You
things.
think it might be something else?
Like the night shift at a bakery, they all throw dough at each other. You can't do it during the day, you get in trouble. But at night, you could have a dough fight.
I have dreams.
That's what the brain is.
Right.
I have dreams of dead dad,
Oh,
and,
Jesus.
and it seems completely real.
Those go away after a while. I remember hooking up with Pops after he died. And I'm just like, I didn't even think like, oh, I'm talking to the dead guy. It was just like, oh, I'm back at the ranch and walking around. And he's like, hey, how you doing? Jesus Christ, I'm dead. Son of a bitch, I'm dead.
You ever have the? Yeah, you have these dreams, or whatever. And you're like, oh, my pops is still alive, and you wake up with a smile, like, oh yeah, everything's.
Oh,
good.
I guess I'm
oh
gonna-
God, he's dead. That's right.
I'm never
Fuck.
ever going to see him again.
But for a moment, you're tricked into thinking that nah, he's still around.
Yeah, yeah.
We just had a thing.
But think of it this way, too. Let's say he was alive, right? And you did the exact same thing you did in your dream, and then that was over.
Right.
That's the same memory you would have of it because it's not a viable thing anymore. It's just a memory.
True.
And the dream is a memory. So it's like you kind of were hanging out for a little while.
True.
Yeah.
Same emotions.
Yeah, although sometimes he turns into a chicken. Or or sometimes it totally changes, and I'm running a machine press. I don't know what happens. Stupid dreams.
I think that dreaming shit, there's something to it. I think there's something going on there. I don't know what, though.
There's too many nocturnal emissions for it to actually mean something.
Wet dreams?
Yeah, way too many of those.
I haven't had a wet dream in a while.
They're pretty fun.
They rule. That is some cool-ass shit. How do you get a wet dream? You just have to not have sex for a while?
Or watch QVC.
I
don't even think there's a trick
I always
to
thought, because there was a point in my life, wet dreams are so cool, I actually held out. I did. I held out going, all right, any night now, I'm going to have one of those amazing wet dreams.
A nice wet dream.
But I gave up on that because then there was too much time in between the wet dreams.
I'm sticky.
I don't think there's a rhyme or reason, because I've done that where it's been a while and then a wet dream comes. But then I've also done it where I just came like yesterday.
Oh, Jesus.
And then there's another wet dream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's not about holding out.
I don't think so.
I always thought it was about the sperm just building up inside and you needed a release.
No, it's just your mind.
So your brain says, look, it's time to get rid of this shit.
It's time to start thinking some naughty thoughts.
Yeah.
And then your dick goes, whoa, what's going on here? Brain, you're telling me to do something.
Yeah.
And then the brain is like, I'm liking this right now. You do what I say.
Naughty.
If you're in a dream though, and you start realizing you're dreaming, you can do things. Like you can actually go, oh, fuck.
That's mind control, though. That's tough.
I've done that
You're good
quite
at
a
it,
few
then.
times, but I can't do it at will. It has to happen in the dream. Something so weird and ridiculous has to happen in the dream where dreamy me says, well, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's a dream. And then here's how I test out if I'm dreaming in a dream when I know it's probably a dream. I look out the window into the darkness and I put on like a fear face. I go like, oh, like, ah. And if something starts coming out of the darkness at me, I know it's not real. It's a dream. Like sometimes it's a monster. Sometimes it's bad guys.
Right.
But then I'll realize like, oh shit, now I'm just dreaming. And then I could fend them off. And then I try flying. And then I usually
You're that conscious in your dreams?
Yeah, but at that point you're on the brink of waking up.
Right.
So it sucks. You can't really. And I'm always rushing to do so many things because I know I'm dreaming that I wind up waking myself up. I usually go on I go on a rape fucking rampage too.
Come on.
See, I run and just grab girls and just start ripping their clothes off to rape them.
Do you really?
Yeah, because I'm dreaming. I can't get in trouble. Fuck it.
Wait, let me go with that point because I have stupid morals in my dreams and it frustrates me.
Schmorals.
It frustrates me. I'm like, you don't need morals in your dreams.
Yeah, I do too if I don't know I'm dreaming.
I get to the point where I could have sex with a woman in the dreams, and all of a sudden I'm like, the morals kicking.
Because you don't know you're dreaming.
What?
Because you don't know you're dreaming. If
Then
once
how-
you know you're dreaming,
Then how do you?
Yeah, but you know why?
Write
Because
a book then. How do you do that?
I don't
Because it'll
know.
be a bestseller.
I just fall into it.
My morals are in my fucking dreams.
Because Opie, if rape was legal, you still wouldn't rape because you'd know the emotional toll it has on women. Whereas Anthony,
Are you
if rape
saying
was yes,
if
you would be
rape
raped.
was legal, I would rape?
Yes, you would.
I don't know about that,
I
sir.
believe you would.
I dreamy rape, but that's about it.
If it was legal, you would do
But
it.
I want to be in a world, in a dream world, where where all bets are off because you're dreaming.
It's great.
But for some reason, there's a guilt that is
Because you're a good person.
the guilt. While I'm dreaming, fuck that.
Fight it. Just be a good person.
What is he saying about me?
Well, I'm saying you would rape if
You, in
could.
essence, is saying I'm a horrible person.
No, I think you're very endearing, but you would rape
Right, so
if you could.
you're all in your dreams when it comes to like doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm not. God, I'm not.
Don't worry about it.
Quick
Just
on the bounce there.
embrace
What?
the goodness.
Quick on the bounce, some of these people. Very good. I have great admins in my room.
Why are they bouncing?
Just bad mouths. You can't come in there and start bad mouthing the girls in my fucking Pal Talk room.
What?
Motherfuckers. You start fucking getting all horned out, fucking jacking off. I don't like jackers in my room.
No.
This ain't your dream, motherfucker.
Exactly.
But I keep trying to bounce people, but boy, they're Johnny on the spot there. So if you're in a dream and know you're dreaming, why does that make you a bad person if you do things that you couldn't possibly do in real life?
Because that means that there is some part of you that would like to do that.
look,
And
there's
what's holding you back is a law, or not like, I don't want to do that because it's not a good thing
you
to
don't
do.
think that when I know I'm dreaming and I choose to rape, you don't think that I also know that not only there's no legal ramifications, I know that person in the dream is not going to be hurt or have any lasting effect because they're dreamy people.
No.
You don't think that's the thing that drives me to dream rape?
Absolutely not.
Oh, you're crazy.
No.
Who doesn't want to dream rape?
I would dream rape.
I don't think you would because you didn't. You don't.
Yeah, but because my
I like dream raping.
No, because it's a dream. Who gives a fuck?
I think you would like
No one's
to
gonna
be-
hold you to a dream ever.
The dream police. Da 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 da. No, there's no way you wouldn't dream rape if you knew you were fucking. What are you gonna take the chance of waking up in the middle of courting a girl for a dream? What are you having a long-term relationship that might get sexual after a week of dreamy time? Fuck that.
I would like that dream. I would like
Oh,
the idea
God,
of
you
a reoccurring courting
You
dream.
want to
courting?
You want to fall? I mean,
I'm raping.
my whole life, I wanted to fall in love.
Yeah.
Granted, but I don't want to fall in love in my dreams.
I want to meet a girl in my
I want to
dream.
get some shit done.
And then kind of like build up, and after like a few weeks, then we start kissing and stuff.
Oh, God.
I would do that.
Raper. I believe I could rape you in my dreams.
But that's what you want to do too. You just won't admit it. That's
What?
why it doesn't. That's why you don't rape in your dreams.
I don't want to fall in love in my dreams, you idiot.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You big softy.
Why?
Deal with it. You're a softy.
That's stupid.
Well, you're a softy.
You never see these girls again in your dreams.
Oh man, now what are you gonna think when I fucking, if I'm hanging out and I'm with a very attractive girl and I go, she's the girl of my dreams. You're gonna go, oh shit, he raped her.
And she's just shaking.
She's shaking. Help me. She's mouthing, help me. Call the police. Dream raper. I believe I could jam it in your ass.
Do you ass rape in your dreams?
No, I rarely ever even get it in.
That's so funny though because
Can't rape.
It's not even like your instinct, like in the back of your brain. It's when you are conscious of the fact that you are dreaming. You
Yeah.
go, "Oh boy, this means I can fly and rape."
Yeah, those are the two things I want to do the most. Fly and rape. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like a perfect dream.
No, the girls aren't really. That's a good question. Are the girls crying or something in their dream? No.
Do you know the girls ever?
Let me think. I know them in the dream.
Oh.
That's weird because it doesn't just turn up like I go, oh, I know I'm dreaming, and then I start raping.
Yeah.
Like I'll have to be. It's a situation where maybe there's a girl in the dream at the time, and I don't even know I'm dreaming yet. And we're hanging out or something's going on, and then all of a sudden I go, oh, it's a dream. And then we've been hanging out the whole time, but I'll just grab her and start fucking ripping her clothes off.
Like Alex in A Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But you're-
'Cause at that point, it doesn't matter.
Are you sure it's a dream? I mean, you have woken up where you go, oh my God, I am in such trouble.
I'm in trouble.
Because it works the other way, and then you realize it's a dream, you go, holy fuck, oh, that was a dream? And it's the biggest relief ever.
It is
that
really
the
weird.
police
when
aren't
you-
chasing you, you
know
didn't murder
Oh,
anyone,
yeah, yeah.
all this
Oh,
crap.
You're instantly out of trouble when you open your eyes.
What if it's this? Everyone goes to sleep at night, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden you're having sex with a girl in your dream. But it's an actual girl that's dreaming somewhere else. And in some weird
Oh my God.
other universe, you're connecting through a dream.
Oh man! So she's like, "Oh my God, I got raped last night."
I keep having dreams.
Fucking creep raped me last
Some
night.
guy, some Italian guy keeps raping me.
And then he flies away.
You're like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
The other thing about dreams quickly, because we got to get to the sauce guys, because we're all
Oh,
starving.
sauce guys.
I think interpreting dreams is all bullshit because you only remember the last couple dreams you have every
Yeah,
night.
that's true.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
So you don't think I can interpret Ant's dreams as he's a guy who wants to rape, but it's
nah,
illegal?
because he might have had. How many times you dream a night? The average dream is less than a minute or something. They say.
So they say, but I don't think that's true.
So
I've
you're,
had
you're dreaming.
all-nighters.
There's probably hundreds of dreams every night, but you don't remember most of them. So maybe in those dreams, Ant's a good guy, just holding hands with chicks.
Yeah, right.
Until I realize I'm dreaming. Man, there's some rape going on.
I don't really get. I don't get the concept of realizing you're dreaming.
It's fucking weird.
I've done it before.
That's very
Yeah, yeah.
like. That's a very.
Like, oh, I'm dreaming. Oh, this is great.
That's a very precarious place to be in.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Where at any moment it could change and wake you up because you realize you're
It's
dreaming.
weird. There have been times too I've
It's a balancing
I've
act.
fallen back into not knowing I'm dreaming from knowing. Like I'm dreaming,
How do you
I
know
know
all
I'm
this,
dreaming,
though?
and then because I remember it in the morning when I wake up.
Yeah.
And then you know you're dreaming, you fuck around, you do something, you rape, you fly, whatever you want to do in your dream, and then something happens that brings you right back into the dream, and you're like, you don't know you're dreaming anymore.
Yeah.
Weird.
I've never raped, but like I've been like
got to give that a whirl in your
panicked,
dreams.
and I'm lost somewhere. I remember specifically. I'm like, oh my god, I'm lost. I'm
The
never
island?
gonna get home.
Yeah.
And then I go, oh wait, this is just a dream. Who cares?
Who cares?
You know-
That's where the rape comes in. Because it's
Yeah.
like, who cares? She don't care.
Sam.
Watch this.
Sam, we come from a time where they didn't define date rape yet.
Oh man, right?
Yeah, but
that was just called a good girl.
They definitely defined grabbing a girl and tearing her clothes off.
If I could, you know why? Because
Ann
I
wants
know.
to rape.
Here's what it is. I know that I could wake up at any second. It's a very light sleep when you know you're dreaming. Mm-hmm. I've popped out of them sometimes and gone, fuck, man. God, I was just ready to rape her.
And then your chick is sleeping next to you and sees you pelvic thrusting the bed and goes,
Oh, man.
oh, he's having another rape dream.
Oh,
God
look
damn
at him.
it.
He's raping again.
Kevin in Jersey, brain doesn't go to sleep, only your body does. Yeah, but why was it set up that way? That's why I think there might be something going on that we just don't understand yet.
The brain is a powerful beast.
Sure is. I'm learning that in meditation class. Oh. See how much calmer I am?
Ant doesn't meditate, but he rapes in his dreams.
You're not going to let that go?
That definitely.
Boy, I wonder what you're going to talk about at 10 o'clock today.
So the thing is, it's such a light sleep that I don't want to wake up before I get some action
and miss out on the raping.
So I have to quickly it's like get the clothes off. Come on, rip them off, and just like jam it in.
So the only reason you sleep is to rape.
To sleep, perchance to rape.
Did you ever go to sleep and as because sometimes like I'll go to sleep and I've been having a reoccurring dream and I'll go, oh, I hope I visit that dream again tonight and see where it leads.
Yes.
Do you ever go to sleep thinking, oh man, I hope I rape tonight?
No, because it's so rare. I know it probably won't happen, so there's no use in really hoping for it. But if it's a surprise I get to do it,
yeah.
Oh, it's fucking best. Why wouldn't you? Jesus. Why the hell
what
wouldn't
a
you?
treat.
All right, we got to take a break. The sauce guys. Our sauce is getting cold, isn't it?
When they come back, they'll be ready.
All right. They're going to set it up all nice?
Yeah.
And then they get the hell out of the studio?
Yeah.
Food good.
We're going to have to talk to them, right?
Food guys talk, not so good.
We're going to have to talk to them.
Not so good.
So where are you guys from? Well, we brought this product, very proud of, from blah, blah, all right.
It's based on a recipe that was handed down from...
One hand on the collar, one hand on the pants, out the door.
Oh, yeah.
When my
Jazzy Jeff, these motherfuckers.
When my great-great-grandmother came to America from...
He had 30 cents in his pocket and a dream. Dream of rape.
And a recipe. And a recipe from...
Yes.
And a dream. Oh, did he rape anyone? What?
This recipe is based on a...
Oh, God, right.
What we do with the tomatoes is we stew them a little. We pick our tomatoes personally. Hence why.
Oh, and I've had many a paintball game turn into actual real gunfire, which is weird. I'm playing paintball in my dreams, and it turns into a real war where they have
That's
real
just
guns.
anxiety,
I have real
though.
guns.
That's just anxiety.
And all I'm doing is sitting there cringing, waiting for a bullet to slam into me.
And you're one color and the enemy is another color.
Oh, God,
You didn't
yes.
say it was a race war.
All right, true.
True that.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know. You just do what you got to do, please.
The Opie and Anthony Channel on Sirius XM.
What does this guy think he's an Indian? What is he, a goddamn asshole? What the fuck is he doing? Not ever. No way. Now he's Johnny Hammersticks. I run away like he's friggin' Tommy Noble. The hell is he doing? Thinks he's got it going bossing over. No way. No way. What is this garbage? What is this? Oh, I'm king of the trees. I'm the tree meister. I count on them. When sometimes I pride, I like to stealst. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. This guy's a faggot. Guy's some sort of
faggot Indian in the teepee. Who this guy thinks he's Captain Knots. Thinks he's Captain tying knots. When everyone needs some knots tied, they go to him. Bullshit. Bullshit. This woman's such a bitch. Thinks she's Miss Sand. Drinking out of cups. Being a bitch. I bet her fist. I bet her fiddlesk. Barned. Pattersk, patted little kid in the background fucking going crazy. Who's this guy? Mr. Balloons. Mr. Balloon Hands. No way. No way. Get real. Like those things. Mr. Walkway. Mr. Walk Down Me, I'm the walkway. Lead me to the building. Fuck you. 5643. Yeah, right. You some stupid bitch. Who paid for that floor? Not me. No way. Never paid for no floor ever again. Not once, not never. Nope. Whose chair is that? Who bought that goddamn chair? That's not my chair. Not my chair, not my problem. That's what I say. No way. Stupid dresses. Stupid flowers. Lighthouses rule. You don't like the lighthouse? You suck. What is this, Seahorse Captain? What is this, Seahorse Seashell Party? Who didn't invite me? Why didn't I get invited, Seahorse Seahell? What is this? Get real. I'm in love with seahorses. I'm in love with them. They're so beautiful and cute. I'm in love with the seahorses. They're fucking unreal. I love them. They're like all the clocks. I love them. I love seahorses, and I love looking at them, and I love seashells. I love seashell things. I love things with seashells and seahorses on them, like blankets and towels and little bags. I love them. Seahorses. Forever.
Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
Roland's in studio, and the Sunday gravy guys, Ant. Are you going to partake in the pasta? It's Pasta Friday on the Opie and Anthony show.
I'll have some, sure. Why not? Why not?
We started this self-serving bit.
Yeah, it's very self-serving.
It means nothing to the rest of the country, but we get to eat.
Man, I'm looking at a lot of stuff here. What is this?
Yeah, Roland, walk us through this. What, you found these guys somewhere?
Yeah, in Williamsburg, in the Brooklyn Flea Market.
In the what?
The Brooklyn Flea Market they have.
I thought he said the Brooklyn Sea Market.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Flea?
Yeah, it's delicious.
And they had a little stand set up?
Yeah, after I had brunch.
Who's eating the fleas?
See, after I had brunch, I go, oh, let's go to the Brooklyn Flea Market. And I walk by. Every time I see the sauce, I can never say no.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
To the point where you said, you got to try
I had it.
their sauce.
Yeah, I did. And I go, I'm going to eat the little, then go home.
Well, the one guy that's really tall, how tall are you?
About 6'5".
6'5".
Yeah.
He noticed that you came back a lot to his stand.
Well, he came back. He said he was going home.
Yeah.
And then he came back.
For another helping.
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yes, so good.
Yes,
Let's
Travis.
remember that home is not close to Williamsburg for Roland.
Wait, you went all the way back there?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just ferry ride over.
Why do you like their sauce?
It's so fucking good.
Do you have a restaurant?
We're opening a restaurant in the South Street Seaport.
So how do you get your
in
product out?
September. Well, we have a commissary where we prepare.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a kitchen down on Water Street.
Right.
And you can call. We can arrange a delivery or pickup by calling 212-766-0931.
This guy knows how to plug. He's smart. So what do we got today?
We have the Sunday gravy.
Is that the specialty?
Yeah.
That's the go-to?
That's it. That's the main event. And
Right.
It's slow braised meat sauce. It's beef and pork, braised on the bone 5 or 6 hours, and then we had sausage and meatballs. So it's a traditional Italian American Sunday meal.
Right.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with the recipe?
I've been eating it since I'm 3.
Oh, yeah?
Is it Grandma's recipe?
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
And where'd she get it from? The old country?
You know, it's a combination of, it has roots in the old country, but basically when the Italians got here, they had some money to spend, so they bought meat. I mean, meat was not not that available in Italy.
Oh, really?
For the poor people. So Yeah, so loaded it up with meat, and that was like a Sunday.
America's great for meat.
Yeah.
American meat.
We love meat.
Love our meat.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, let's pass this shit out.
Oh, yeah.
Please, not
That's what I
to
wanna-
call your product shit, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, my God, you did. Yeah, what are you doing?
I did not.
This is wonderful stuff.
SundayGravyNYC.com.
Yeah.
You got that right? Yep.
And they're there every weekend. That's why I stop by.
Are
See
you-
what's
are you-
up.
But are you still stopping by?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to see him tomorrow.
Yeah.
What the hell's
Eggplant
going
party.
on here?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
We're at Smorgasburg in Brooklyn tomorrow.
No cheese for me. No cheese.
Yeah.
I'm not a cheese guy. That grated cheese?
I'm not a grated cheese guy either, but I'll give it a try.
You'll give it a try.
Do you like a bread boat?
What's a bread boat?
No.
It's deliciousness.
Yeah.
It's like a magic bread with the sauce.
Bread can't be magic.
It is.
You go rolling.
Oh, marron.
Thank you, sir. And what's your name?
Stephen.
Steven?
Oh, man, that's pretty goddamn good.
It's good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen Smith, he's the gravy guy himself, as you know.
Yeah.
I'm talking to him.
And Roland just kind of found this, and now he's...
All right, listen.
Boy, you are something, Roland.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I didn't eat dinner last night.
It's so good.
This really is self-serving.
Let me tell
for
you something.
Roland.
I've lived in Manhattan full time now for over 10 years, 11 years. This is the best sauce I've ever eaten. And I was telling these guys off air, what's so frustrating about New York, you can't find just a good pasta because everyone has to fuck around with it. When all you do is just go with the basics.
Can we
That's
feed
so
our
good.
fat friend Eric?
Oh,
Eric,
man.
you want some?
Yes.
Well, come on in.
Well, that's it.
Oh my god.
None for anyone else. Okay, that's pretty goddamn good.
You know what's great about this is that some places will put the meat sauce and then just pasta on the bottom.
Yeah.
And you've got to, mix it yourself.
Oh, my God.
It's all taken care of already in here.
So
It's amazing.
you're getting, like, equal sauce distribution.
Yeah, you can maintain your sauce distribution
Your sauce
level, yeah.
distribution.
Let me tell you how good this is. I don't give a fuck how bad this is as far as radio goes. I want to go to commercials so I can pig out.
Roland's going to be like, this is a Lexus dealer that I've met on the... He's driving around in a nice car.
I told the
Guy that runs the movie theater.
I told the Lexus story recently. How you didn't give yours back.
I
right
wasn't
away,
giving mine back. I actually got in trouble.
and they actually had to repo your free car.
Yeah, we were both supposed to get a Lexus.
But and I remember we argued with the people like that means the car is that good that he refuses to give it back.
Yeah.
What was it? We both got matching Lexuses.
Yep. And you gave yours back, and I was like, I kept getting calls like, you got to bring it back. I'm like, yeah, tomorrow.
How long did we get them? I think they gave it to us for 2 weeks, and a couple months in, they were like, they were begging for their car back.
Yeah.
I passed that dealership because it's on the west side.
And then they had to, they had to drive up and take it.
They pretty much
from the
repoed.
garage that the parking garage.
Right. They repoed the car.
They gave me a free car to use for a month, and it had to be repossessed.
We beat the shit out of those cars. That was the fastest I ever went in a car.
Crazy, right?
And I only like I tapped out at around 100 and I don't know, not 100 and maybe like 5
Do you want to
or
go
something.
too fast?
No, I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie to you. I couldn't handle that speed.
I like going fast in cars. It's so much fun.
Do you still go fast in your car?
When I'm in the Mustang, yeah.
You haven't been in the Mustang in a while.
No, I do in the Escalade too, but that's pretty much utilitarian driving.
Yeah.
Getting from point A to point B, not much pleasure in it, just wanting to get somewhere fast.
The guys are just looking at
like
us
today, I'm going to be driving like a
awkwardly.
fucking maniac to
Yeah.
get home.
They're like, what does this have to do with our fucking sauce, you assholes?
Oh man, right? We're just like, hey, thanks. All right, go fuck yourself.
You got another one of these?
Yeah.
All those?
All those.
All right.
You're all set.
Troy, you want some Sunday gravy?
Yeah, that'd be great.
He looks like Chris Isaac, doesn't he?
Sure does, yeah. Where's the girl from the video?
I wanna have some sauce on my pasta.
Fucking good.
That is pretty good.
More than good. It's amazing.
Yeah, they're on Twitter too, at Sunday Gravy NYC.
Those got to be some boring tweets.
Try and spice them up the best we can, right?
That's how you go to find them.
I love when they do that, though. You see a commercial, and they're like, follow us at Procter & Gamble on Twitter. It's like, what the fuck is Procter & Gamble going to be?
I'm not going to follow them.
Not everything belongs on Twitter.
Right.
I'm sure the sauce. Well, no, I know the sauce is good because I'm eating it, but.
Follow Ace Hardware on Twitter. You're like, what the fuck is Ace Hardware going to tweet that I'm going to be like, they're hilarious over there. Did you see that thing they wrote about a screw? It was great.
Yeah,
that fucking L bracket bit that the guy was doing for the whole day was hilarious.
Yeah, they don't understand.
Yeah.
Might not be made for that.
Some things you don't need on Twitter for.
Now what, Roland?
Nap time. We should. Yeah.
Now it's just awkward for everybody.
Huh? I don't know. I'm being told I eat gross. Well, I'm on camera. I'm not eating gross. At least I don't have a big dumb bowl of cereal in front of me. Shove it in my face.
I'm trying not to eat in front of the mic.
Yeah, right. Go brush your hair.
Should we? Maybe we should break.
Yeah, break and then take a nap.
Well, so we can eat.
I know.
So we can eat. We can regroup, and we give these guys some more material. Maybe. Sunday Gravy. Thank you so much. This is completely a plug. Ola thing.
Oh, is it?
I'm gonna probably get in trouble for this, but I don't care because the food's that good.
Oh.
Sunday GravyNYC.com, right?
Yeah, you can pick us up delivery, or you can.
What
come
if
to
they
our
live in like Cleveland?
Tri-state area right now? We're working on expanding, casting a wider net as we get a little bigger.
Are you the business part of the operation?
I'm just a friend. I'm a friend here. I'm a friend of Stevens.
Oh, look at you.
So you got him involved?
Getting all the pasta you need, right?
Yeah.
Got him involved.
Fair weather friend, you are. Sure.
All right. Anything else you guys want to say? It's really as
Tomorrow
good as
they have
Roland said it
eggplant
was.
parm.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yeah, it's really good,
Appreciate
man.
it. Thank you.
You guys do
Great job.
eggplant parmesan
Tomorrow.
Yeah, we will.
What do you mean tomorrow?
Look at
look
his
at
Roland's
him.
like, tomorrow. What do you memorize what days they do things?
Weekends right now until our cafe opens up in the South Street Seaport. We're at the Brooklyn markets on Saturdays at
Right.
Smorgasburg, and then tomorrow or Sunday, excuse me, is Brooklyn Flea. That's where we met the big guy, Roland.
Yeah.
Came by on Saturday.
If you guys are local, yeah, definitely check it out. Sunday Gravy. It's really fucking good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for the opportunity.
We'll
Appreciate
send
it.
you some eggplant parmesan next week.
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
Please do. All right, E-Rock, let us eat.
Oh, Mimi Beardsley, could you eat my ass? Mimi Beardsley, haven't you done this before? Mimi Beardsley, worst name ever. Mimi Beardsley, Mimi Beardsley. Oh, Mimi Beardsley, oh, my dick smells like Mimi Beardsley. Could you eat my ass? Mimi Beardsley, worst name ever. Mimi Beardsley, Mimi Beardsley. Are you fucking any Negroes? Do you have any friends who'll eat my ass? Have some bootleg alcohol. You're a virgin, aren't you? Smell these poppers. Her name is horrible. It's a real cock softener. Why don't you take care of my baby brother? Look, his cock went back into the left. Back into the left. His cock went back into the left. Back into the left. Oh, Mimi Beardsley, could you eat my ass? Mimi Beardsley, haven't you done this before? Mimi Beardsley, worst name ever. Mimi Beardsley, Mimi Beardsley. Oh, Mimi Beardsley, oh, my dick smells like Mimi Beardsley. Could you eat my ass? Mimi Beardsley, worst name ever. Mimi Beardsley, Mimi Beardsley. His cock went back into the left. Back into the left. His cock went back into the left. Back into the left. His cock went back into the left. Back into the left. His cock went back into the left. Back into the left. Oh, Mimi Beardsley, could you eat my ass? Mimi Beardsley, haven't you done this before? Mimi Beardsley, worst name ever. Mimi Beardsley, Mimi Beardsley. Oh, Mimi Beardsley, oh, my dick smells like Mimi Beardsley. Could you eat my ass? Mimi Beardsley, worst name ever. Mimi Beardsley.
that's great.
That was awesome.
Mimi
Where's our
Beardsley
music, E-Rock?
From Drew
Nothing?
Boogie.
Huh? Dun, dun, dun. Thank you, Roland. You rule at Plugola. I only can imagine what they're sending to your apartment for that.
Oh, I hope it's good.
Oh, really?
Sunday gravy. Wow. I know that was so self-serving, but I don't give a fuck. That was really good.
Yeah, when you say you wanted pasta, I go.
That's
I
a
know the
real
guys.
pasta. That's all I want right there. Good meat sauce. Don't fuck around with
Yeah,
it too
they get
much.
the pasta al dente. They did everything.
Wow, really good. The meat wasn't fatty,
It's so good.
but we didn't know what to do with the guys. What? All of a sudden they're going to do radio with us?
I know.
What are you going to do, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do?
Mm-hmm. And they're jarring. They're jarring their sauce. That's where they can make some money. Get that shit in some supermarkets. But I hear it's tough when you have a new product. You can't really get it in a supermarket. You know, companies pay for the shelf space, like the good locations in
Yeah.
supermarkets. That's a big thing. I didn't know that.
Lots.
You know the shit that's way low? Those companies are cheap.
Yeah.
They're really cheap. They don't want to pay the man.
Yeah, the way at the bottom of the fucking, way at the bottom of the shelves.
Yeah.
Buried behind it. That's
Yeah.
where they always put the Goya beans.
Yeah.
Goya products. You always see like, the rice is down there and all that big, heavy fucking bag shit.
Because those people are short, so they don't mind as much.
Goya, oh boy.
Those people. Wow, they are really happy on the Today Show today.
Oh, yeah, they
We'll
love
talk
it.
to Jenna in just a moment. Also, if you have a kid who's going off to camp,
See, there you go. That's... We know that deal. They fucking hose it down and they just move on.
She never existed.
She never existed, this Aunt
Persona
Carrie.
non grata.
No, they give you the fake, we give a fuck about you, farewell, and then the next day, man.
Goodbye.
They spray everything. Sometimes they give it a new paint job or something.
Yeah,
but
they'll change it around. They'll move a few things. They'll get a new table for the fucking couch.
that's what happened
That's
with
it.
us at AF.
Oh yeah, hose it down.
Stupid Dave Douglas held such a grudge that they did a retrospective on AF. Because
Yeah.
AF was a very important station for a long time up there in Western Massachusetts slash Boston.
Yep.
So they did like a, 20, 25-year retrospect of the radio station. And we had a very slight mention that we were in there because of something else. So they had to mention
they
us.
pretty much had to put
But
us in there.
Besides that, it was like we never existed.
Yeah.
Because Dave Douglas was in charge of the whole, thing that
I'm
they were
not,
doing.
putting
The whole
them in.
write-up.
I don't think I'll put them in.
I got to bring that in. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. We never existed.
And we were a huge part of the most
Huge.
successful period that station had.
Oh, God, we put them on the map. Everyone said
Yes.
it. Like, no show ever beat BCN and the Boston stations in general, and we were the
Yep.
first.
We were the first.
But, man, when it came time to write about the history of the station, you can't find us in this publication. It was FMQB, I believe.
Motherfuckers.
Well, you weren't his friend. He wanted you to be friends.
No.
And you weren't his friend.
None of these people are my friends. I got friends, though. I got a lot of friends, Sam. I just don't, share that knowledge with people. They're private people, too.
Where do you meet your friends?
Oh, my God, I'm having another kid. It just hit me.
Well.
Whoa.
Oh, my God, I'm
Wow.
having another
Whoa.
kid.
Well. Holy shit.
Toledo.
Dropping that fucking bomb right here.
My God.
Oh, my God, we ran out of things to talk about, so I figured I had to say that today.
Look at that.
Wow.
Are you going to name it Sam?
Supposedly the
East.
info was already out there, but
This kid's going to be named East.
people weren't totally.
I get it.
I hope he wants to cover all the major waterways with his child's names.
Yeah, I'm having another kid. I guess it's official.
Damn.
Wow.
Even though the people that are good at reading between the lines figured it out a while ago.
Yeah, that's true. Dice said something he didn't even know.
You sure you didn't know?
Who would?
I just looked down like, what the
Who would have
fuck?
told him?
At that point, I didn't even
You
tell.
were the only one that knew at that
At that point, I didn't even tell Aunt. And
No
he's like,
one knew,
hey, I hear
yeah.
you having a kid. And I'm like, who's the rat?
Yeah.
Considering
Hey,
they were.
having a kid.
But I think he was just guessing.
Yeah, I think he was just fucking around.
But then I panicked and went, well, maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, something like that.
People want to know how far along.
Really far along. That's how I do things.
It is pretty far along.
Yeah, when I
she
told
was
Aunt-
showing at
Yeah, she was
Sam's
not happy
wedding.
about
Yeah.
that.
Why?
Yeah, why?
She wanted to be
It's not like she
all-
fucking ate and got that fucking big.
Did you almost say the word that women don't want to hear?
Fat. I know. Hey, believe me, after yesterday's show, what do you think? I'm really good with the ladies and keeping them happy? Fuck.
No,
why was she upset?
She's doing good, but she didn't want to be pregnant at your wedding, that's for sure, Sam.
Why?
Considering she was in it and all that shit.
But I don't even understand why. I don't understand why that was a concern.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Because women want to look their best, especially at weddings.
You know this? You know the sex?
Oh yeah, I do.
What is
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't saying right now.
But you know
You
what
got
it
to.
is?
We're having
Oh
a
yeah, I do.
Oh, come on.
From that, I think I know.
I thought I told you.
No.
Oh.
Oh man!
I thought I told you that.
From that answer, I think I
yeah.
know because I've
Oh,
heard
yeah,
you.
I
I've heard
know.
you talk before.
Oh God.
It sounds
Thank God
fearful.
I'm going to be a very old fuck when it matters.
Did you?
Okay. That's making it pretty obvious.
Thank fucking God.
Were you like with the ultrasound? Were you like, keep looking, please go over it again?
Oh, I know. And what I said when I found out wasn't pretty.
Oh no! Oh no!
My exact quote was, "I'm going to have to deal with
Anthony in 16 years." See, I can make fun of myself too.
I actually said, I'm going to have to fucking deal with assholes coming to my house.
Yep.
That's exactly what I
man.
said. And then everyone in the room's like, whoa, this is supposed to be a nice moment. It is a nice moment, but you're not the one that has to deal with these fucking assholes when they come around in a few years.
One day, somebody's going to come to you and say, Mr. Hughes, I've been dating her for a long time, and I wanted to know if I could have your permission.
Oh, God.
Daddy's little, this is what I play
To
around
marry
my pool.
her.
This is my pool music.
Thank God I'm going to be old as dirt, and it's just not going to matter.
You want to buy one of my guns? I'll sell you
Yeah, I
one.
do.
I'll sell you a shotty cheap.
Yeah, I do.
Fuck. Oh, and then, oh my God, and the people are like, how much is he going to have to spend on her wedding?
Oh, MTV Super Sweet 16.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy, I wanted the Lexus.
Oh, my God.
Daddy.
And I thought I saw a dick.
You did?
Yeah, I thought I knew more than everyone in the room. And I'm like, all right, I'll keep it to myself. I already know because I'm smart. Then it turns out I was completely wrong.
It wasn't.
No.
I'm sure I have an older brother to take care of her, too.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. You got that going for you. He'll kick some ass.
Yeah.
If anyone gives her grief.
Why don't you stop looking at my fucking sister?
Yeah, me and Joe did that for my sister Dawny.
Really?
Until I found condoms in her in the top drawer of her dresser.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, all bets are off. This slut. My sister, the whore.
Yeah.
No.
Wonderful.
No, she was going out with this guy, Tommy Tucker, his name was. Mm-hmm. He was a little wormy kid and shit. And I had no clue. Like, this shit was going on.
Right.
I thought they were, cute little fucking boyfriend-girlfriend thing. He was laying the pipe to her.
Really?
Yeah, they had fucking, we had to move her dresser in her room. So we opened the top drawer a little, get your hand in there.
Right.
And me and my brother, and we'd lift it up, and then I look, I was going, Joe, holy shit, look. Fucking condoms in her upper drawer, in her
No
top drawer.
kidding.
Damn, yo.
Me and my brother were talking the other day that we think our sister was a slut, too.
Little whore.
We think she might have been. She listens. Fuck. I'm sorry.
So does mine. She'll hear it.
I'm sorry.
What's she going to deny it?
I'm sorry.
So when does
Condoms.
This happen?
When does Miss Opie come?
Really soon.
How soon?
I'm good at keeping shit.
Princess
for myself.
Hughes.
Princess Hughes.
Princess Hughes.
Is that going to be her name?
There's no way I'm going to be able to do radio after this.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, how are you going to objectify females?
I'm going to enjoy the next 3 months because after that.
Objectify females.
How
How
are
are you going to
How are you going to
objectify
objectify females when you have one at home?
I don't do that.
A little bit.
No,
It's all right.
Not
It's
so
all
much
good.
these days.
It's all in good fun.
Not so much these days.
Oh, you're really not going to want to hear.
Oparina. What a horrible name. And this is Oparina?
Opeta.
Oh, God.
But you're not going to want to hear ants swinging bachelor ways.
Huh? I don't.
So wait, like this, like
Why are you asking questions? This is not your show.
I know that's why I got to get the answers. So by the end of the summer, or no, not that soon.
Soon.
Oh man.
Wow.
Really soon. I'm happy.
Now, do you have room?
What?
Do you have room in your place?
Yeah.
For 2 kids once they start getting a little older?
I got room.
Yeah. No, I know you got room, but is it like...
They'll all sleep in my bed.
Oh, shit.
Just add another one to the bed.
Is the little guy still sleeping in your bed?
Sometimes.
Oh,
It's our little nest.
So you can't have 2 babies in the bed.
Some name suggestions: Tappan Zee, Long Island Sound Hughes.
I would like.
That would be nice.
I would like a nice New York name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Marich's Inlet?
Ooh, that's not bad. I could work with that.
Yeah.
Eaton's Neck.
Eaton's Neck. Asheroken Hughes. Asheroken Hughes.
Look at us going local.
But are you worried that the little guy is going to get upset when the new baby is now in your bed
boy.
and the little guy has to get in his own bed?
No, man. It's going to be everyone.
Everyone just getting into bed?
Yeah. Just find a spot.
Good night, John Boy.
No, I'm very excited.
This is exciting.
That is.
Something
it's pretty cool.
Really never talked about for many years of our careers, but always wanted and blah, blah, blah. So it's now happening.
Oh, my gosh. You're going to have
As an
a
old
little
fuck.
perfect blonde Aryan family.
Oh, man.
A boy,
right?
a girl, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Damn. Yeah.
There's some privilege
Exactly.
going on.
Goose stepping. Oh, so you're gonna have to draw on their faces.
Yeah, you will.
About how privileged they ought to be white. The perfect
I'm a
little
guilty
lives
white
they're gonna have
baby.
because
Right.
they're white kids.
Right.
Man, on the black market. Well, no pun. A little white kid like that, what they would go for? Jesus.
So are you stressing about it all the time, or is it not in your head all the time?
Well, I would have preferred another son.
Really?
Boy, your son.
Just because everyone tells me they're easier, and I'm finding that out for myself.
Plus, you know how to do it.
And I don't
now.
want to deal with assholes coming to my house.
That's and boy, you're really not going to be, ready to stand up to these young whippersnappers at that point.
Oh God, no!
Think about it.
I'll be carrying guns by then.
Yeah, you have to.
I'll have to.
Just sitting.
An old man with a shotgun.
Sitting in a chair with a blanket over your knees to keep him warm, and a shotgun.
Guns to take care of my fading muscles.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
You're young at heart is the thing.
Oh, look at this. E-Rock's fucking pulling out all the
stops.
songs. This was
Well,
song
according
for
to my
his
Twitter, it looks like people didn't know. I
No,
guess only a
people
few.
didn't know.
Only a few figured it out.
How would they have known?
I don't know. I asked Dan about it. I go, I think they already know. And he goes, yeah, I think so too.
No way.
Wow, that's pretty.
So
he's not gonna.
We're very excited, and it's gonna be sooner than later.
How much sooner though?
Very soon.
Oh my gosh.
Soon. Oh yeah, soon.
Someone said if you want a New York name, what about that place in Brooklyn? You can name her Dumbo Hughes.
After her father.
Yes, Kev Slider. All right, shut up. I know it's yours. I stole it. People want credit. That's fucking pal talk. You people are getting a little uppity. They
Why?
don't want credit for their jokes now. What is this? A fucking what is this? A union gig you guys got?
I give credit. You give
I
credit.
do too. But sometimes it's not appropriate for the joke.
Know what I find
Kinda
out-
interferes with the joke if you give credit.
You know what I find out? Sometimes I'll say a line,
Yeah.
and then either someone on Twitter or someone on the instant feedback had a similar line or the same line.
Oh yeah.
And then they're convinced I ripped them
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
I'm like,
that happens here, too.
how about we both figured out a similar line, asshole?
They go, that's mine. Like, fuck you. I wasn't even looking
It's
at
like
the screen.
I haven't even checked the screen in a while, so relax.
Bastards.
Have you thought about
I give
names
credit when I
yet?
can. No.
No?
Not yet.
No. Yes.
You have.
No.
You have a little
No.
bit.
Does Linz have any ideas for names that she's pretty adamant about as far as girly names go?
No.
Is
Yes.
she excited?
No.
Is the wife excited?
Yes.
She's got it, baby.
Everyone's excited.
Is she happier? Is she really happy to have a daughter though?
What?
Is she really happy that it's a girl?
Yeah.
bet
First,
she
I think
is,
it's the
yeah.
first girl in her family and since her.
Oh,
Wow.
that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
So this
okay.
is like kind of rare.
Oh man, what a spoiled
kind of a rare
kid.
thing.
Kid's gonna be one of those spoiled kids with the what first girl like that? Oh
Yeah,
man,
my side of the family were 50-50, girls to boys. This generation having kids.
that's good.
You
Our
already,
side, not so much.
you already told everybody in your family, right?
I didn't tell my mom yet.
Is that true? That's not true.
What? About what?
You're having another kid. You didn't tell your mom that?
Oh yeah, I did tell her. I think.
You told her.
What?
You had to have told her.
I think I told her. Yeah.
Because people are going to be pissed off if they're in your family and you announce it on the air.
Oh,
and
you
it's
know what? There's a
happening
shitload
soon.
of people that don't know.
Oh well, they do.
I got
now.
a lot of Hugheses on Long Island. They have no idea.
Isn't that handy to have a radio show? So it's like,
Get the
hey,
word
now they
out
all,
for
now
me.
they all know. I don't have to talk to them.
Right.
Soon.
Yeah.
Because then you're on the phone with them or something. They're like, "That's fantastic! Oh, so..." And now you just don't want to hear anything. You fulfilled your obligation to tell them. So now it's radio.
Needless to say, this will be baby's first Christmas this year.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa. So you're going to get a baby's first Christmas.
Oh, yeah, easy. First Halloween, even.
Whoa! Now we're talking
Wow.
soon. What, Labor Day?
Holy shit. Baby's first 4th of July?
Could be baby's first 4th of July. Oh, God.
How are you going to have 2 kids? The first one exhausts you.
Yeah, that's why I'm not most likely not doing radio anymore.
That's it.
Haven't you
huh?
figured that out yet? Dan in Virginia, what's up?
Hey, no one's asked an important question. Who's the dad, you know?
He got you. He got you with that.
What a distasteful joke to bring up in such a time of joy.
On a happy moment like this.
Come on.
I'm trying to think of what this one is.
Which one is this, E-Rock?
This is some Joe Cocker.
E-Rock, you pregnant yet?
He just looks at.
He admitted he's trying. You trying?
We're trying, not yet.
Oh, boy. What's the problem?
She won't have sex with him.
Oh, Jesus. Is your oldest son going to be jealous now?
I guess. Oh.
Man.
E-Rock, you going to be jealous?
E-Rock?
I'll tell you this much. Because, you know, you got me in a weak moment. My kid fucking loves E-Rock and his wife.
Guess somebody has to. I'm kidding.
And
of course.
E-Rock treats my son very nicely. So I should be better to E-Rock because of that.
Aw.
You'd think.
You would think, right?
But that's not the nature of this show.
And E-Rock.
You could name the baby Sam still. Samantha is still a suitable girl's name.
That's true.
Sammy's
Yeah, that ain't
sweetheart.
happening.
Why?
God.
It's a very strong name. Sam Hughes.
How about Erica for E-Rock?
See?
The name
E-Rock.
has-
E-Rocka.
E-Rocka.
E-Rocka. Yeah?
The name just hasn't done him any good, so I'm just
No.
thinking.
You know, I didn't want to do this today, but we ran out of material. See what we do?
I love it.
Went
This is
right
what
to
we
the
do.
fucking... That's what happens.
Ant was
You
very
gotta
open yesterday,
delve.
Opie today.
Well, you
Delve into the personal life.
I thought we'd get
great.
a little more out of the sauce, guys. I
that
thought
what
they
you
would.
were banking
I thought
on?
they would bring us to the end. I'm like, all right, and then I'll wait a few more weeks.
She's going to have to go to prom, you know.
I know.
Oh, God.
That's the benefit of being an old father.
At least they'll have flying cars by then, though. There'll be a flying limo.
Yeah.
That's true.
They'll be waving. They'll be waving in the back to boop bop boop bop shiggly ding lang fong.
Watch out for Biff Tannen.
Yes.
Guys like that anyway.
Guys like Biff.
Wow.
Someday you could be my wife.
You're
Baby
my
Hughes.
girl. Oh, better.
Oh, better.
And you got any kids?
What? None that I know.
You're going to have like a family. There's
I-
going to be 2 kids.
I have a feeling there might be another one out there. I just get a creepy
man.
feeling.
You think you have another kid?
Crazy.
That
you
would
don't
be
know
in,
about?
Would be in its 20s. Whoa! I just have a creepy feeling that someday that door is opening. Hi, Daddy. Oh God. F.H. Riley Hughes. Well, no, man. Riley's already in our family. Hence the Riley part of F.H. Riley.
If I had a kid when my wife wanted us to have one, and we're trying to have one at some point, that kid would have been like 20 years old now.
20?
Wow.
20 years
He would
old.
have
Me and
loved
your
the
kid-
compound too.
Me and your
man.
kid would have hung out like
You
just
guys
like
would have been double.
dudes.
You guys would have been double dating.
Oh, please.
You
I'd have
would've,
to
though.
change my lifestyle. He would be able to bring the chicks over.
Yeah.
The chicks.
Dad, stop fucking my dates.
Hey, come on, son. What are you doing?
Loosen up.
Don't worry about it. Loosen up.
Have a drink.
Have a drink.
All right, someone nailed the due date. I mean, literally nailed it to the
Wow.
day.
Are you kidding?
To the day.
What did they say?
I ain't saying.
Damn it.
For now.
Who's this Lindsay person?
Wow.
Man.
Nailed it.
Wow.
Nailed it. Good job there, sir. All right, can we go home now?
Nope.
Fuck.
There's more questions.
O'Dara Hughes. O'Dara. Even one word, O'Dara.
If I name
That's
babies like I
funny.
name my pets, I would have a son named Killer Kowalski.
Oh, God. You're going to name your kids after
I
wrestlers.
should.
You really should.
I will name you Hulk Roberts.
Oh, my God. You'll be outside yelling for your kid. Jake the Snake! Jake the Snake! Time for dinner! Big Boss Man!
Big Boss Man. You Big Boss Man Roberts, you get your butt in here.
I'm so going to be a part-timer in a few months.
See,
man.
Jimmy and Ed will do a good show, though.
I thought that
I'm so fucking done.
I thought that maybe...
How am I supposed to do this and raise 2 little kids?
But maybe
and I'm not getting no fucking nanny.
Amazing.
You would keep doing the show because you need the loot
Are
now.
you kidding me?
You got 2 college tuitions you're going to have to pay for.
Huh?
You got 2 college tuitions. You got 2 proms. You got 2 sets of birthday parties.
And you got to start paying for other people's health care.
Yeah, you got kids' health care.
Now, come on.
Till they're 26.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you got to keep working. You need the dough.
It's going to be pretty much impossible.
What about the money?
The money?
Yeah.
You
What
need
about
it.
the money?
You need to put the kids through college. You have college funds for the kids yet?
Oh, man.
No, my kid is... They're not going to college.
What?
Unless college changes.
Your kids gotta
It's
go
a
to
waste of
college.
time.
You can afford
I'd
it.
rather-
You can send your kids to
I'd
college.
rather help them start a business at 18.
A business?
No,
Yeah.
you got to send your kids to college.
College
if you
is
can
a
afford it.
waste of time.
No,
unless
it's not.
they,
If I didn't go to
unless we
college-
discover they have some kind of special talent, then yeah.
If I didn't go to college, I never would be here.
I didn't believe college was a waste of time until recently.
College is not
You're
a waste
putting
of
your
time.
kids and yourself in debt for what?
You don't have to put yourself in debt. You can afford tuition.
When you could have used that money and then you could have maybe got a business going right away.
But if you can afford college, it's not a waste of time. And
I
you,
think
my
it's a
friend,
waste of time in general.
can afford to put
A
your
few
kids
extra
through college.
a few extra courses after high school, sure.
No, college. You
We're-
can afford to put your kids through college.
We were talking about dreams before this. Opie's brand new nightmare. Here it is.
Oh God, please don't.
Mr. Hughes, I'd like to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage. Mr. Hughes.
And then his mom comes in. Oh, Opie, we gonna have the cutest little grandbaby.
Let me tell you something. That little child is so pretty. Between Opina and my Tyrone, them babies is gonna look beautiful.
Sherelle and Opina gonna have the cutest kids.
And Opina. Oh man!
It'll come down to what this gentleman does for a living.
Of course.
Huh?
You see character.
Well, I mean, I'm out of work at the moment.
No,
I'm in pharmaceutical distribution.
But I have a good idea for a small business.
A small business, which I would like to ask you for a few dollars if I can.
Oh, my God.
I need some ducats for this shit, yo.
You will be a full partner.
Yo, partner. You want to be a partner?
No, I don't. Oh, what? Oh yeah, you're the asshole.
Stanley.
Now I could fucking.
Hey, that's king asshole to you.
King asshole.
He's
What's
the
up,
one.
man?
Stanley was.
Okay, let me
Stanley
publicly
was
apologize.
the one that fucking announced it after Sam's wedding.
I heard about that.
On the morning mashup. I'm like, what are you doing? No one knows.
And the way I heard it too was that
I'm so
Stan-
glad it's coming out.
My mashup buddies, they told me that Stan had no reason to do it. It was just at the end of the break.
He got excited.
And he just goes, and I also want to send a shout out to my boy Opie. His wife is pregnant. Congratulations.
Oh, shit.
It was just
I
like,
didn't even announce it on our own show.
Thank God we have no crossover audience.
Yeah, obviously.
Actually, we do. Because
No,
people started getting on my case as soon as I said it. Listen, I apologized to him in the hallway, but really, I'm the only parent on the show. So as soon as, I saw him and his wife, and I see how happy and in love they are, I was excited for him, and I got overly excited, and I
man.
said that I had no idea that he wanted to keep it on the low like that.
he just said he was going to name his daughter Stan, so he's not that
so
mad.
I
at you.
apologize, Hope. I said that. I said, and I rarely say. Wait, I rarely say sorry. So I did apologize, but
We
you've
did
announced
this
it
off
to the
air
world.
already. We're good.
Congratulations.
We're good.
What if a Stanley T-shirt?
Even though I broke it first.
You're giving up. You gave it up. Let everybody know little Tawana's going to be born. And
Stanley, let me. Well,
What if
that's a good
Stanley
question.
T, but not for marriage,
Stanley
for the
is
prom.
slightly too black.
Okay.
Slightly too black.
I would be.
To
How
date-
could
to
you be
date your
too
daughter?
black?
Well, you got the thing on, the necklace.
That's a little blingy.
That gives it away.
Plus,
You guys
he's
all-
Turntable.
He's in a Knicks warm-up suit. I don't exactly think he's headed to the court right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Actually, I am.
You are. You're
Yeah,
going
right after the show.
nice.
You're right on the border of being slightly too black for my daughter.
All right.
To go out with the Princess Hughes.
I don't see as much. I don't see color as much, I should say, as Anthony.
Oh.
But you might be. You might be on. You might be on the other side of it.
Really?
Stan disappointed goes, oh, I thought you didn't see color at all. Oh, so you're like a little racist?
You use a little
man.
You know, you keep
No,
this
that's
up-
honest though. Every fucking person sees shit.
What? You know,
They
you
just
keep
don't wanna
talking like
admit
that.
it.
That's what's going to happen to you.
Believe me,
Gonna have somebody blacker than me.
In my eye camera, my saturation's up 100%.
That's hilarious.
So congratulations again, Opie.
Stanley, thank you.
And congratulations.
And I know
to
you
your
were
wife
just
and all.
excited when you
I'm
were
just
blowing up my
excited.
spot.
You know,
No
very,
problem.
You know, I'm very fond of you.
And
So, yeah.
and in keeping with the theme of what we're naming kids and the possibility of having a black significant other.
What are you
How about
announcing, Sam?
Young Harlem.
Oh, Harlem Hughes.
Harlem, I like that.
Harlem.
name.
Oh, that'd
Wow.
be great.
That is good.
Harlem. I could think of what you could call it for, a nickname.
Don't say it. Oh,
I
Uncle
wouldn't
Anthony
dare.
and his funny little nickname.
Nickname.
Yeah.
Does it end in let?
No.
Oh, boy. I'm going to get out of here right now.
Oh, shit.
I'll see you later.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and they in the house.
Oh, why don't you go
Nice.
tell some more secrets down
Yeah,
the hall?
really.
We'll talk about you next.
Oh, shit.
And there he goes, back to his show. Yeah, he goes on his show the day after Sam's wedding and just blows up my spot. I'm like, dude, we've been saving it for our show.
Oh,
Why would
man.
you do it?
We were saving
saving
this
it.
for some filler.
Saving it for when we ran out of shit to talk about.
What a weird week. man. What a
been-
weird fucking week.
Been
of radio.
fun, man.
It's been a good time.
Hell's yeah.
Absolutely.
Now,
Harlem Hughes.
Harlem Hughes. That
Terrible
works.
name.
It works.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going to make #1 on the worst of the week countdown.
Oh,
Is it
man.
Aunt's exes? Is it Opie's new
I
baby?
don't know. This
You
is
know
a
what?
huge
I am-
announcement.
Let me make it official. I'm stepping aside. You got to do the #1.
What?
Absolutely. I'm stepping aside.
Hey, are we going to air that whole thing in complete?
Yes.
The hour and
we
a
broke
half?
it down into parts, but it's all there.
Oh,
Yeah, you
nice.
got to.
Because it was a long.
We got more phone calls. Some more exes will come out of the fucking woodwork to text me. What did you? Was that me? That's another one too. It's like other exes have texted and gone like, "Were you talking about me?"
Right.
It's like, no, I treated plenty of girls like shit, not just you.
Is your wife listening?
She's at the doctor's office right now.
So she doesn't know that you just did that?
No, she knows I was going to do it. She said she didn't.
She's ready for you to do it?
Yeah, she was ready a while ago.
Aha.
Thank you, everyone. Really.
Yeah, this is great news.
No, the Twitter's been wow. Thank you so much. I'll have a real moment for a second. Thank you very much, with no sarcasm after that. A lot of nice tweets coming in. Thank you. All right, let's get out of here.
Yes.
When do you start buying girls' toys?
I don't know what to do with this.
You don't, do you?
Not a clue.
Jess is so excited.
People know though. You don't have to.
I already pal around with my son. It's like I know what to do with a boy or
We already
whatever.
kind of have a thing going
that
on
sounds
here.
way too much like Jerry Sandusky. I know what to do with a boy. But what do you do with a girl? What do you do?
I don't know. Jess is so excited.
And then
You
when they
buy
get
him dresses and bows.
and then when they get into sports, you got to make believe their sports are as important as male sports.
Yeah, softball, baseball,
Barbie dolls.
Sure.
Field hockey.
You get them Barbie dolls and bows for their hair.
Yeah.
And a kitten.
Yeah.
And
If you
you
buy
don't
her,
have to do anything with them.
I don't know.
You don't have to.
I have no idea.
What are you doing?
It's not. It's certainly not in my my DNA.
You got to take.
You know what to do with a
You do have to take her to
a
Disney.
son.
You do have to take her to Disney at some point.
Yeah.
Because then she wants to dress like a princess and
all that.
You know,
I would
all
like
that
to know about you
happy
as a
horse
father.
shit.
If you bought her Barbies and your son started playing with the Barbies, is that cool? Or would you take them away?
Jesus Christ.
I know what Aunt
Son
Sam
of
would
a
do.
bitch.
It would.
The hell are you trying to fucking pull here?
It's cool.
It's cool. Okay.
I'm hoping that's not the case.
It is what it is.
Just because that would be a tough life.
You wouldn't want to see the sailor hat on at the parade, the shorts, the
Your
rainbow
son
flag.
starts cutting the legs off all his jeans. What are you doing now?
Oh my God! Like I would be all in, to be totally honest with you, but but I think like
All
every
in.
other.
Don't put it that way.
Jesus.
I know, but
Now
like
you're really
Jerry Sandusky. Yeah.
But like I think almost every single father, you just hope that it's not. But I'd be all in.
You just want the easiest possible
I wouldn't be
life.
asshole dad.
Well, that's a good question. What if she wants to marry a guy that's like 20 years older than her?
Honestly, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
My in-laws,
Some young shock jock comes
know.
up.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's worse?
My
coming,
in-laws are way past all that.
what's worse coming through the door, a Stanley T or an ant?
Oh boy, let's go home.
Yeah.
I just know Ann
You don't
too
want
well.
me coming to the door. Believe me.
All right.
He's going to be much too good a father.
I answer by not answering.
Yeah. He's actually going to raise her well, and she won't have daddy issues. Therefore,
Right. There you go.
you wouldn't be there.
Wipe front to back. Thank you.
Oh, good call.
Oh, God. Yeah, you don't want to
Oh, you're going to have to
stank
worry
that
about
up.
that stuff.
I already got to clean balls.
Oh, fuck.
This is going to be worse, I think.
I lift up balls.
Oh, you treat Iraq so well.
I lift up balls and clean balls.
Could you powder me?
Fuck do you clean a vagina? I know it's the old Louis C.K. bit, but
Yeah.
That's
oh,
gonna be
Louis
worse.
got that great bit about just shit caked in her vagina.
Right.
Into her vagina, and Louis got to clean it. It's terrible. Man. You know what? The fuck are we waiting here for?
I'm a very private person, so could I be let off the hook now, please?
Have a good weekend, everybody. That's what I'm saying. I'm already telling people to have a good
But it is-
goddamn weekend.
And let me tell you something. These
Very
last two
private
shows,
person.
some of your best shows ever. I've enjoyed them very much.
Thank you, Sam.
You got it.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you know what? Because certainly because Jimmy's not here. Please,
What?
let's not forget that.
Where did he go?
Jimmy's special premieres tomorrow
Yes.
at on Epix, EPIX. And if you don't have that channel, a lot of us don't. I know I don't have it. You can go to epixhd.com, EPIXHD.com. Jim Norton's special. We were there for the taping, and in the end, there were issues with the first show, but then he hit it out of the fucking park. It's great.
You know what?
It's absolutely great. It's on tomorrow night at 10.
And you know what's great about that whole thing? To watch Jimmy as it happened, the professionalism and being able to keep calm and cool, even though that first show he had issues with some of the
Issues.
Holy shit!
Remember how scared you were?
Dude, I wouldn't go into the dressing room.
Me and Ann had a
that
talk.
he was in.
Me and you had a talk like we were, I don't know, brothers, and our parents were fighting.
Parents were
and it's like, all right,
yelling. Yeah,
all right, I'll go in.
I had a flashback.
I'll go in and see what's going on.
I swear, I thought Jimmy was going to go. Jesus Christ! He was that pissed.
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! Throw some spaghetti against the wall.
How he got it together to do the second show,
I don't know how he did it.
I'll never know because,
He was that pissed.
when I get that pissed, unfortunately, I completely shut down and I fuck up everything.
How do they fuck up the lighting cue? Who's the motherfucker?
That's what
He
we were
was
hearing.
Yelling at the top of his lungs, kicking things. A garbage pail flew out of the door like Jazzy Jeff.
That's my kryptonite, man. When I get into that zone, it's over, Johnny. Unfortunately, I know that's one of my problems.
Pull it together.
I don't know how people pull
pull
it
it
together,
together.
when they get an energy like that going.
Do you guys remember when Jimmy got mad when the foot thing fell on his foot?
The foot thing fell on his foot.
And you remember the anger in his voice? Like,
Yeah.
that was real angry Jimmy.
Yeah.
That, what you were just talking about, that after that first show, I've never heard anything like that.
It was
like,
bizarre.
That foot thing on my foot thing was baby shit.
Alongside what this dude is doing.
That was real.
I wasn't
Yeah, yeah.
scared. I wasn't scared for other people. I was scared for Jimmy. I really thought he was going to like throw himself out a window.
Yeah, he was
he
that
was
pissed.
throwing shit, and it was unbelievable.
I was just talking about that with my chick yesterday, and I was like, you ever yell loud, but you could focus it, and you could have that strength in your voice and focus it in one place. I was like, Jimmy was so mad and yelling, he couldn't even control his own voice. Like,
Yeah.
it was one of those. Just all over the place.
It was unbelievable.
Fucking fantastic.
When because we saw the amount of work he put into getting this whole thing together from beginning to that moment. It all comes down to him doing those shows.
Right.
Every bit of work that he did before that. If the show isn't good, it doesn't matter what he did. It's a waste of time.
Right.
And that was all the frustration that was coming out. All that work. Getting everything in order, setting it up so nothing did go wrong, and then to have things going on with some of the crew, and it was all technical issues. It was nothing with him or the audience or anything like that. He lost his fucking mind.
Right.
We were all
Wow.
just scared in the
Petrified.
in the little the green room area, whatever.
Yeah.
we were just quiet, and it wasn't because anybody wanted to listen to what was going on. I mean, yeah, we did, but it was more just like everybody was shocked and scared and just had nothing to say.
I've never heard him that
Well,
mad.
we've seen him mad, but not to that level.
Not
ever.
to that point.
But the point being, then I was convinced he's going to have to reschedule this whole
Yeah,
thing.
how
There's
do you then
There's
go
no
do
way he's
comedy?
going to do a second set or a second
Yeah.
show, and he did, and he killed it.
I mean, I
Yeah.
want to see it
fucking killed
anyway. way. But I want to see it even extra, just because I want to see the two shows cut together. I want to see if I could pick out one from the other, and just know like, oh, Jim was so mad.
He's
right there.
fucking pissed right there.
And the funny thing is, the first show he was beyond mad as he was hitting the stage and was still funny. I like I said, I know it's one of my curses. I don't know how you do that, because my emotions always get in the fucking way, as most of you know at this point.
He's good. He's good.
He's good that way. He's good, that Jim Norton.
Oh,
10
man.
o'clock tomorrow night on Epix. EpixHD.com if you don't have the channel.
Don't miss it.
EPIX.
Yeah, and you can get a free trial, so you can watch it for free if anybody doesn't have
Very
it.
cool.
You bringing up your emotions getting in the way just reminded me, if we think we've seen you angry now, wait, you have a daughter to protect.
All right.
Boy.
Holy
Like I said,
shit.
I'll be old. It won't matter.
I don't know,
boy.
dude. You're young at heart.
I'm going to start eating like shit.
You're gonna age yourself.
Didn't you
Just
see it started
age.
today? Started today.
Start smoking.
Yeah. I'm going to start smoking and fucking
Drinking heavy.
Heavy, bourbon.
I can't
That'll
wait.
do it.
No, it's cool. All right.
Take the pain. All right, man.
Opal come in. I gotta stop smoking weed.
No, I got to start smoking weed.
Yeah, no, don't bring that up. Because Troy's pretty fucking pissed that you keep saying that,
Hey,
and you never do it.
Troy, want to blaze up later?
Troy wants to blaze up at Opie? Is that what it is?
He tried to at the wedding,
What happened?
and Opie said no.
let me ask you something.
I brought killer shit for you, dude.
I got.
And you've
well,
been talking
I-
so much shit for
Let me-
fucking how long?
Let me ask you, because you're a pot expert. Let's say someone had pot.
Right.
Let's say.
Troy did.
And it's rolled up, let's say.
Yeah.
How long does that shit keep?
30 years.
No, I'm being
how long
serious.
have you had it?
It might be.
If you were to have something like that,
Are we talking years?
It's no, not years. Might have been around the time Jay Moore was here last time. Maybe.
I don't remember.
Just saying,
that.
maybe.
If it's out, I mean,
As far as the reference goes,
it's not like it's got
I
like
seem
a-
to remember Jay was around at the time.
It's like all the goodness is going to fall out of it. Like it'll still be there.
Let's say 6 to 8 months.
It tastes like shit.
Yeah, it'll
after
be
a while.
dry. It'll be like a stale cigarette. Like it's still going to please you in some way.
It'll get you fucked
How
up.
come you didn't smoke with Troy at the wedding?
Because I was exhausted.
I said,
I was
look,
tired at that
just
point.
take like one hit. Just take
With
one
you?
hit.
With
And
Troy?
blaze. But I brought awesome shit.
Next thing you know, you're touching my pud.
No, get out of here,
man.
No.
You would touch my pud.
You're a pud toucher.
Would I touch your pud?
You would touch my
No,
pud.
I would not touch
You
your
would
pud.
touch my pud.
Just
No, I just
as
wanna
a
get
bro.
you high.
As a bro.
Yeah, because you're broing
Just
down.
as a
and
bro.
I mean, if
you would touch
just
my
wanna bro
pud,
down,
wouldn't you?
Not as a mo, as a bro. It's different.
Let's just have a Monday morning vape sesh.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah.
Great.
Jay Moore.
We should bring in some brownies for everybody.
Pop
and
brownies.
then
There you go.
as the morning goes on, you guys just keep
That
eating more
always
brownies.
works. That always works well when people bring pop brownies into the workplace.
Oh, you don't tell them
You
it's
never
pop
hear
brownies.
those.
No one will know.
You never hear those stories.
And once it's gone, it's gone.
Why don't
You
we
ate it.
play pot brownie roulette?
That'd be great.
Would you be
People
in for that?
pretending to be stoned.
Oh, I'm just gonna fucking. Oh man, imagine that. Just
One
a few
brownie.
And one person's out of their fucking mind.
Of them. That's it.
And you don't even know if you ate it,
Yeah.
so all of a sudden you think it's you and you start freaking out, but
The rest are full of bath salts.
I'll do it.
Shrooms in another one.
I want to play that game.
I'll do
That is
I'll do
pretty
live
good.
from the compound just to do that.
Oh man, just go
One
fucked up.
fucking pot brownie roulette.
That'd be pretty
See,
good.
the thing is that sometimes when you eat it, it takes a little while to kick in.
Yeah, so
Or if
Yeah,
you
it's
smoke,
longer.
you
There's
just
nothing
it
but
just hits it
time.
right away.
But you know what? The thing about edibles too is that because it's more efficient way to get to ingest all the goodness in you, that it hits you like 5 times as hard. So so if he's gonna smoke or whatever, however that's gonna hit him, something that's edible is gonna hit him just 10 times as long. And if he's been out of the game for so long,
he would be fucked up.
Compared
But
to
there's no guarantee
compared
I'm
to
gonna get the pot
grade
brownie.
that stuff is out at these days,
Yeah.
wow, he'd be fucking tripping.
That's why I
on-
told him to
he'd
take
be
one
tripping.
hit. I said, take one hit and just see where you're at.
He was pissed. Troy was pissed.
I was pissed, dude. Because he just talks so much shit, man.
Oh man, Troy is
I'm not really
fucking.
talking shit.
Wow,
though.
Troy.
It's something I do want to do, but obviously I'm scared to jump back in.
I wanna smoke weed with Opie tonight.
And he was talking about it like days in advance.
Wanna blaze
He's like-
one up.
I made sure I got real good shit.
He's like, bro, I'm going to come in with some good shit, and I'm going to talk to him after the wedding, and I'm going to be like, bro.
I was exhausted by that point. We were all hanging around the bar.
Yeah.
I was
See now,
done.
what was your
I was so
plan
done.
of attack? You wanted to like bring like a joint.
Well,
See, that's too much commitment because now you got to stand around and smoke.
No, we just put it out.
But to Troy, like, the night starts at 1 a.m. To me, I'm like, no, I think it's time for bed.
Well,
You
it wasn't
should
going
have
to get
hit
you
me
high
up
before
earlier.
the wedding.
Maybe.
I was going to get you high before the wedding.
During
And then
the
if you get
wedding.
stoned at the reception, then it's like, then you won't talk to anybody, and then you're all fucked up and paranoid because everybody's looking at you because you're stoned.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'd be like, oh.
I thought they looked at me because I'm good looking.
Well, no, I was trying to get you stoned afterward.
That V.
Damn.
Yeah, not so much after this gravy.
It's a W.
Yeah, it is a W.
Oh,
it's
God,
a big U.
W.
Lasagna
Comes
belly.
up at the middle of the belly button and back down again on each side. Oh, my God. The W is worse than a U.
Is it?
Oh, it's got to be bad, right? A W.
It's like rippling.
Oh, that's great.
Are you going to Roger Waters?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got a connection.
I think I'm
better
going too.
fucking text me, or guess what? No more connection.
Why don't you send a nice email?
Hey,
No,
Why don't you keep
I
friends
put the
instead
word
of-
out so she
could
fucking
you wait
better
until
do the
I
right
get my
thing.
Yankee tickets before you blow that up?
I'm going to go to
Yankee
Gathering of
socks.
the Vibes and see Primus.
Damn.
Gathering of the Juggalos.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
I think I'm going too.
Yeah, I'll be there.
So I'll bring some killer shit.
That's it.
We probably
You're
will have
ready.
the same seats.
You have a limited time to do this because you're not going to want to fuss around with that stuff with a newborn in the house.
Yeah. Like, there's the perfect
See, you
opportunity.
got a
Seeing
window.
fucking Roger Waters, you want to be in the zone.
So I better do it before Sunday.
Do you miss having a newborn now that you have a 2-year-old?
Huh?
Sunday. Do you miss having a newborn now that you have a 2-year-old?
No.
So are you ready for another one?
Oh, man.
I hate
all
to-
that
all
shit you
over
went through,
again.
you got to
I know,
do it again.
that's the part I can't
I
get.
hate the
Wow.
fact that you got to start over.
Like
Yeah.
you
Because you're
just got
building
done.
this thing, you're building this thing, and then all of a sudden, no reset. It's a reset.
Like all
And
those
it's like
type-
starting a video game all over again.
It's
Fuck that.
fucking, you're prestiging.
prestiging.
Right.
You have to prestige with your kid.
But you have no idea. You get through all these stages. Some of them are tough, and some are enjoyable.
I have an
and
idea
whatever,
from Call
but-
of Duty.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you have to start over.
Yeah, it sucks. Hand in all your
kinda
weapons.
sucks.
Start with that shitty gun again.
I got to the point where we actually communicate. Now we got to go back to the point
And-
where the kid smiles not because it knows anything. It smiles because it's a nature thing to
Yeah.
make you love it and feed it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
They try to look cute.
They do that on
Oh,
purpose.
that's hilarious. Or you just like be like, "Ugh,
The
throw
smile-
Throw it away.
The smile connected to you means nothing for a really long time. It's just nature's way of making you think that the kid is aware, but it's more so you will nurture it.
Take care of it. Not push it out of the nest.
And you got to keep building this one while you start the other one from scratch.
Oh man, yeah, you can't screw
Yeah,
up
no
this one.
shit.
Got your
Fuck.
foundation built.
Yeah,
That's a lot to get done.
yeah. It's like
You're still putting floors on this one.
it's like playing SimCity, 2 games at one time.
Yep.
One in the beginning
man.
and one, where you
Except-
got everything together.
Except with people's lives.
Trying to put the fires out and
It's real life Sims.
yeah, real life Sims.
You could put them in a room and take the door away
Yeah.
if you want.
Build a serial killer.
Oh, that would just be my
Holy
favorite part.
shit. Oh, it was great.
But all those Sim skeletons used to creep me out after a while.
Yeah, they're walking around the house all
Oh,
haunted.
God.
First they used to piss themselves, and then they would just turn into a ghost.
And they would sit there and cry.
And then boom, tombstone.
Yeah.
Backyard.
Yep.
I got to go.
All right. Let's everybody have a great weekend.
Someday, Troy. Someday.
Yeah, right.
Stay tuned for the after show where we'll
Oh,
talk
yes.
about more Sims games.
Oh.
There's no chance.
Especially Sim Ant and Sim Farm taking your calls.
Thanks, guys, for all the nice tweets. I really appreciate it. And see you Monday.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony, Sirius XM.